Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing very well. We are Wickedless for a moment. She'll be back, or she'll come on in. But I've missed you guys so much.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks with
I
various different arrangements on the stream.
Life stuff, you know, travel. And I mean, we're going to be traveling soon at some point this summer. Well, I don't know if you're going to go, but Vegas.
Oh, yeah, I like the Vegas trips. Vegas ones are good.
Yes.
Because Vegas is like, there is no place like Vegas in this country. So it's like genuinely different. Whereas parks and stuff, Orlando is a bit more like, you can go to other places for that. But Vegas does seem to be unique.
It is going to be so freaking hot when we go this year. Because
oh, God, I might actually melt.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be a disbrew puddle. But you know the great thing that America has that the UK doesn't, or doesn't seem to? Air conditioning.
Well, the hotels, English hotels have air conditioning.
Just not anywhere else.
I have genuinely seen stories of people when it gets hot and like, I've just booked myself into a hotel. Like, rather than buy air conditioning, they will go to a hotel for the few days.
That is so strange. Wouldn't it be cheaper to just plug in like a portable air conditioner?
I mean, probably, but there is a lot of stuff. I like part of it's cultural as well. It is just a case of you just make do, and so I could fix the problem, but then it's like, well, okay, it'd be fine for me, right? Live on my own. So if I cool down this room, it doesn't matter. But if you run a family, what you're going to spend like $3,500 on portable air conditioners for each room, for each person in their own room. It's very, you know, I'm not sure it's feasible for like families and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and plus I do know that space is a limited resource when it comes to the UK.
We live in like little matchboxes.
Yeah, you do.
I've never heard that alert noise when someone's joined before. I was like, why is my ears popping?
Yep, that's the typical sound. Hey, Wicked, yay!
Is it better? Is this where your ears okay?
Oh my gosh, it is.
I didn't hear it pop then, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which means it's the phone.
Yeah.
Or something the phone's doing.
Hey, if it helps with your internet, maybe keep the cam off. We'll see. But we do like seeing your pretty face.
I am disappointed, though, that Wicked joined so soon, because I was going to show her off her new business plan, which I know X-Ray has seen. I was really hoping we could get to this week without it actually going this viral. But unfortunately, Goth Girl Gamer Spit is now an energy drink. This is why, if I had been born a woman, I would be one of the worst degenerates you've ever seen. This would be one of my ideas.
He would be filthy.
I would not be above this.
Okay, you would sell your spit, you'd sell your fart, your sweat. What else?
No, because the fart stuff, she ended up in hospital with that one. Whereas in this, she says real spit was only used for testing purposes.
And this drink reminds me of the Gamer Sups with some of the like flavors that they have. There's one called Blowhole Blast. Just saying. Did they get a whole blowhole to blast in there to make that drink? I don't think so.
Yeah, well, apparently they did use real spit, though, which does make you think.
I don't
Who volunteered for the testing purposes?
I don't know if it was
someone volunteered. Did they draw straws?
What con was it? There was a con where out at a park right by the con, there were girls who were selling juice with their feet. dipped in it. And people were drinking it. Hey.
Every TwitchCon, female streamers sell standing on people.
That girl doesn't look like me, chat. Everyone's like, it's wicked about water.
That's where it was going. If you hadn't returned, I would have been like, I'm sorry, she's not here. She's started a new business.
She's too good for us now. It sold out, that drink, by the way. Hard to get.
I'm not surprised. Really not. And the thing is, people will be like, oh, it's such good business. It's not really. It's just copying. If you were the first person, which I think was Belle Delphine, to start that kind of thing, and now you just wait long enough, and it's kind of, they play chicken with each other. So it's like, how long can we wait so it seems like it's a new idea again? Well, but also without someone beating us to it. So.
Yeah. I think the girl who sold farts, like, because she had to manufacture the farts at such a high pace, what she should have done was...
I can't believe that's a sentence that we say.
Yeah.
She changed her diet and everything.
She just said it so, like, intellectually, like she had to manufacture the farts at such a...
Yeah, what she should have done was
she overstretched the factory.
Just made it more rare and sell it at a higher amount, and then you don't have to change anything. You're just like, oh, don't know when I'm gonna fart. Well, it's been 2 weeks, so guess what? The next bottle, who knows, is another 2 weeks. Who basically like auction that crap off.
That's insane.
I also think though, if she was as entrepreneurially minded as what you've just suggested, she probably wouldn't have had to resort to selling farts in a jar.
True.
Well,
like if she was the next Alan Sugar, she would have had a better business idea than I'm gonna eat beans.
When it comes to being a woman, Disparate, we literally try to find the easiest way to make money, especially when you have no morals, okay?
This is true. Although different people value different things. And I think if someone was going to engage in these kind of products, like, can you imagine you're working in a legitimate business and someone brings in a can of Gamer Girl spit? You can understand why people might be angry. They probably wouldn't be as angry as this guy, though, who got arrested for pointing his gun at a fellow officer who microwaved a fish at the police station. I have clicked through to this article. There is no more context. This guy cooked his lunch at a police station and he wanted to shoot him over it because it stank.
You know what? There are some people I have met in life, maybe not would pull out a gun, but can get that like angry when someone makes fish in the staff lunchroom.
I can see that. I mean, I don't think it's okay that he pulled a gun out on him, but I can imagine that cooking fish in a microwave. Yuck.
I can't be the only one who's like, I want to see where his line is, though, right? It's like, okay, so fish is like a gun response. What happens if you just start like making mac and cheese and swirl it really loudly?
Like where fish, so.
Start slurping like spaghetti.
What happens if you bring out like a can of Gamer Girl spit in front of him and start slurping it really loudly, or God forbid the fart jar? That'd push him over the edge. He would have fired.
This is my lunch, guys.
Oh goodness.
So gross, but you know, people have done weird things.
Well,
they do.
Just to finish off the trio of stories, then, if you want weird stuff.
God.
Police have solved a viral clown puppet mystery after tracking down the owner when it was in lost property. I'm sorry, but how do you forget that you're supposed to be carrying that monstrous creature? This is like when you walk along and you find out someone's left their arm on a train. Like, how do you forget that you lost your right hand?
I think that was a lose on purpose thing. It's probably possessed. And they were like,
oh, can you imagine? It like just keeps turning up wherever you go. So, no, we found him.
There's a demon inside that thing.
If this belongs to you, or you recognize it from your nightmares, please contact us.
Well, now I'm going to recognize it tonight for sure. I'm going to be dreaming about that thing. That looks, actually, it kind of looks like Chucky's son. I forgot his son's name. But he has like the weird red hair like that.
It looks life-size. Because that's a wardrobe or something behind him. And it's just tall.
Oh my gosh, what if that thing is bigger than me? That's truly terrifying. Yeah, how do you misplace that?
It does look bigger than you, because they're like mops and things. And they're like, it's a lot taller than them. So that is like a full-size wardrobe.
No.
I mean, you're probably about the size of that step ladder.
No, that's creeping me out. That's giving me such creepy vibes. Well, okay. So since you brought some interesting stories, I found these two stories because I think this is insane. The world we are in. Police arrest paraplegic man in a wheelchair for kicking down woman's door and fleeing on foot.
She must have healing powers. Was she like laid on hands? It was like, oh, through the power of insufferability.
It's like, how can you not check that this man is literally not able to like move his legs, but yet you arrest him for it? But anyways, clown world. And then of course, my next favorite article. Cop gives a ticket to a woman for holding a cell phone in her right hand.
I was just gonna bring this up.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is, so she's like, so you're giving me a ticket for having a phone in my right hand. My right hand.
She holds it up and he still goes, I saw a phone in it. And like, she should proved it to you. Like, it would be, genuinely, if she did cut it off in the car, I'd be like, just let her off. If someone's willing to commit that much to the bit, then I think you should let them off with it. Yeah. It's like, you're right hard, tacks it off. No, I don't have one. It's fine.
And the funny thing is,
the body cam footage.
He didn't know what to do. And he should have just been like,
all
right
away. Or gave it anyways.
He should have been like, all right, you know what? That was my bad. I'll let you off with a warning and then just back away. Like, what else can you do?
But if you have time, look for.
What if she had like a prosthetic though? If she had a prosthetic and was actually holding the phone,
no,
and then she got stopped by him and she just took it off. Was like, I don't have a right hand. I don't know what you mean.
I believe she's a Instagram like fitness and like has videos of her like without her prosthetic. Yeah, she.
Yeah, but if she got pulled over for holding a phone in her right hand, and as she gets pulled over, she just takes it off. I don't know what you mean.
Can you imagine? So this is her TikTok, and she.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, wait, I don't want music. Shut up. I hate TikTok.
She's gonna lift it with the strap.
Yeah. So she doesn't use a prosthetic from the looks of it. Dang, that woman's strong. Jesus.
Look at that.
She drives with one hand. I don't know if that's a bad thing, you know. I have two hands and I get accused of bad driving.
Well, it is.
She can't drive.
It is weird when they're like, well, you can't drive a car with a phone in your right hand because you need both hands on the steering wheel. It's like, well, it should imply that if you only got one hand, you shouldn't be driving. Like, if it is actually a problem.
It's kind of, oh, here it is. It's silly because she's probably going to get off because she's going to be like, listen, I literally was not holding it. I can't hold anything with my
literally
hand.
can't hold anything with my hand.
So that's why the cops
I just like if he rebuts
okay.
and goes, I've seen you lift weights with it.
Yeah. Oh my God, this top comment. She's going to win this case single-handedly.
I mean, unless she pulled something like she did have the phone in her like her fake hand, and then when she pulled over, she snapped it off.
Maybe.
I think that's possible. Just be like, possible. Oh no, officer, I don't know.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Recently, you're being pulled over. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you
immediately.
Hello. Holding a phone in your hand. What if you have a Tesla? Oh, I don't think this is a Tesla, but that's a good point.
Okay, so they dropped the case
for lack of evidence.
Fair enough.
Oh my God.
No, hand. Sorry, hand to God, I didn't have it.
I think she actually said that in the body cam footage.
Did she? Okay. Yeah. If I was that cop, it would have been so hard like not to laugh and just be like, okay.
Well, he committed to the bit clearly because he's like, well, I pulled you over, whether it's quotas and stuff like that, which I think is dangerous to have cops have quotas.
I agree with that. It's not right because then it's like, the thing is, I remember at least when I was in Buffalo, like the city would be like near the end of the month, they were just pulling people over because they had to meet their quota. So they would just be like chilling all month. And then like the last week or two of the month, they go hard. And it's like, I didn't really deal with it, but I just know like people are like, end of the month, look out for the cops. Don't run a red light. Don't run a stop sign. Don't have your phone on your hand. Don't do anything. Don't give them any reason to even look at you.
We had this
run
thing
red
over
light?
here with the NHS where there had to be so many surgeries done in hospitals, otherwise they got in trouble. So as they got close to it, all it led to, and this is the problem with targets, people will meet them. It's like gaming. Game designers found out that if you give people a reason to do something boring, but it has the best advantage, has like the most reward, people will just do the boring thing and hate your game. But because you're giving them rewards, that's what they do. So on the NHS, they just started running through like reverse vasectomies. That would go to the immediately top of the file because it was so easy to do. They could go do loads of them with no problems. Whereas like a triple heart bypass, that might take you all day. And so people that needed surgery couldn't get it because of all these people just having reverse vasectomies because it looked good on the books.
Oh my God. And those are so quick. That's like 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's why they did it. You have to be really careful with targets and things because you're giving them the wrong incentive.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to have quotas, with double lid eye surgery is probably a good one. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of like Chinese, like crazy surgeries.
Dun, dun, dun.
I actually have something for that.
We missed it.
Strange as it may be.
Oh
I
my
actually
God.
have this.
What's this?
So there she goes, and then she got such a sharp jaw, she can cut an apple in half. But then,
oh no.
Wow. Disper's ready with every.
I didn't think I'd have a reference for that one, but here we are.
He's like, I got a tab for that. Ian says in Scotland they had the winter drink driving initiative where they try to catch you drunk driving at Christmas, and we try to avoid them from catching us at Christmas. Giving you guys tickets at Christmas.
Would you be at Christmas? No, in Scotland. You just throw a dart at a car, you're going to hit one. It'd be harder to. There, they try and stop sober drivers because they think there's something wrong.
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah. You're the only one not swerving. That's actually dangerous. If we all swerve at the same time, it actually makes it safer.
Oh my God. That actually was one of the weirdest things that I've seen. Like people who swerve, like not swerve, but like on Japan subways, because everyone's just polite, not saying anything. They're on their phones. Like they will sway as they're like standing with their phones all at the same time. It is
It's the way the London Underground used to be.
And then what happened?
Yeah. Well, it's the same in cinemas. Cinemas used to be absolutely silent. They still kind of are. But yeah, everything used to be, it's just what happens. Because you have a culture where you don't want to impose on other people. And so it just leads you to be like silent and like even now, if you're on your phone on like the bus or something, everyone knows you're not from here.
Oh, that's how, listen, there's certain spots in America, obviously, where it's only a certain demographic that are loud as heck and don't care about their surroundings. Like me personally, like say I'm outside and I'm closing a door, I don't slam my car door because I don't want it to ricochet and like bother anybody. I'm very like aware of other people around me, and there's so many people who don't care, like blasting music with the windows rolled down, not caring. And I'm just like, oh, like when
people
you're at
that don't have headphones, they're playing music from their phone speaker.
Much.
They're always the people with the worst taste in music as well. It's like the most
like
lowest degenerate
music.
type of music. I've never heard anyone do it with classical music. I've never heard Beethoven pounding out from a car speakers or from a phone speaker in a bus. It never happens.
Or like going to the beach and like someone's blasting their music. It's like, I'm trying to listen to the waves and chill out. I don't want to hear your crappy music.
It's like, please, can you tone down the Rockman enough, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's one thing about Japan, I guess, in a sense. That demographic of people who don't care doesn't seem to exist.
Yeah,
over there.
That sounds so nice. So
ever growing though.
How was Japan? Were you sad to leave? It looked like so much fun.
It was so fun. It was very cheap to live there. I say live, but vacation there.
You were there for 2 weeks, right? Or almost 2 weeks?
I think it's the rent where it's really expensive. You get a really small apartment for quite a lot of rent.
You can eat with probably under $10 a day or maybe even less, which is insane to me. And that's 10 Canadian dollars, okay? Not American, Canadian.
So it's like 7 American.
50p.
Yeah, like a sandwich is like 300 to 500 yen. So you could eat 2 or 3 of those and be done for the day. And I do like the polite society. The only difficult thing is if we ever wanted to do a big group dinner or like meal, not every place can accommodate. They'll literally like, no room, no room.
Like, get out of here,
like 80
Americans.
people. For a lot of places, that would be like their entire
They're very
store.
limited. Very limited. But even when we had like a group of like 12 people, we had to like really search for places to eat. But yeah, I miss the polite, all the little things. Like getting your luggage, there's a line in front of the luggage where you have to stand behind, and then when you see it, you pick it up. But like the Japanese people, they put your luggage where you can pick it up easily, you know, so it's on its side and you can pick it up by both handles. In Toronto, it just goes.
You know what? Speaking of that, real quick, not to interrupt you, but I figured out where the people from Spirit Airline have moved to, and I will no longer be flying with this airline for that reason.
Southwest?
Frontier, maybe Southwest and Frontier. So I normally do Frontier because I bring like one bag when I'm going to Buffalo. It's very cheap. It's like whatever. It's direct. I like direct, not having to stop 2.5 hours. So the flight itself was like okay, but I'm sitting there and this is the first time this has happened to me on a flight. Everyone from the back just came to the front, and I even said something. I'm like, so the people in the back just like don't know airplane etiquette. Like I was not trying to be a Karen, but I was like, my mind was blown. Because even on Frontier, I've flown Frontier a lot. This never happened. So I'm like, is it because Spirit's gone? So now people have moved over here? Like, yes. I'm just looking and I was like, what the heck? And I feel bad. There's like old people that like are rows ahead of me. And when I went out, it's like, I'm like, these people could wait. Go. You know what I mean? Like it made me so angry because I'm like, it's airplane etiquette. I was like, I'm not going to blow up.
In front of you to go first. Yeah.
I've never had I never stand up right away, like if I'm in the middle or in the back, because I'm like everyone else goes first. But no, the back people were just beelining it. They didn't care. I was like, oh my gosh, you people.
That's
suck.
why I fly United.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay extra. But the thing is, I hate connecting flights, especially for something so quick. Like even if I went to see you like in Canada, it's so close. I think I had to do a connecting flight though when I came to Canada. Air Canada was nice.
Air Canada's equal.
It's very nice. So United, I'll look into United.
Yeah,
I don't.
I like United. They give you full cans of beverages.
Full.
He wanted to make it look bigger. That was why he did it.
Yeah. So I always appreciate that. And then Air Canada now has beverages where you could have wine and beers for free.
I know. When I came to see you in Toronto, I got free wine. I was like, on my way home, I was like, this is nice. Having wine.
She bankrupted them on the way. They're now, unfortunately, insolvent.
My money back.
She actually profited on the flights. They couldn't take it anymore. As if the oil prices weren't enough for them. Unfortunately, Wicked had free wine.
Absolutely.
Well, just good thing it wasn't me and X-Ray, because you'd be like, another.
This is why I like going to the lounge beforehand if I have a chance, so that I could have a couple drinks there if I do. Although after Japan, I'm laying off drinks a little bit.
How were the drinks? Did you have a lot of sake?
There was one night that I might have had way too many drinks, and the next day people noticed.
Oh.
People noticed. Did Gary give you a scolding?
No, he was just like, you good? I was like, I'll be good. I'll make it.
I just need to find another pub. I'll be fine.
Oh God. And the bathrooms, they're amazing. I miss having such a clean butthole.
I kind of had to.
He doesn't even know what to say.
I'd kind of tuned out, and then I just heard the end of it, and then I had to work out what you meant by it, and then I realized, oh yeah,
a bidet. Okay.
They always say once you go Japanese toilet, you never go back. You can buy like add-ons for it and stuff. I just want to point out, Dan Vask isn't here. X-Ray Girl did it this time.
Hey, when it comes to cleaning down there, I'll promote bidets all the way.
All the time Dan Vask was here, never once brought it up. So
really,
if whenever Dan Vask is around you, he brings it up. Maybe it's a you problem. maybe you're the one brings it up and he just goes with it.
As someone who's worked with a lot of rears, it's not helping the case.
I remember years ago, and I think it did come from Japan then, but it was actually Will Smith who was the first person that ever mentioned it. That I saw anyway in an interview, like decades before it became widespread. And he said he had like, even then it was like a photographic AI version that would photograph your arse and precision target.
Precision.
There is no need for that level of technology in a toilet. There just isn't. It's just not that important. But the Japanese, like, no, we're going to clean it. We're going to clean it properly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they didn't have like, so I personally don't care for like the little dryer. I don't mind having like,
there's a dryer. Who wants a dryer down? That would be weird.
I had one in my toilet before.
That's new to me. I never heard of that one. I've heard of the
I don't want my arse blow dried. I just don't. That's weird at the best of times.
Yeah, it's washed first and then it's blow dried.
Okay? That doesn't make it any better.
No.
It's like, so firstly, something pees on your ass, and then it blow dries it afterwards.
Yeah. Also, like I miss having a warm toilet seat when I sit on it.
I wondered where that was going. It's like a warm one.
I remember Blabs talking about that.
It's like this could go anywhere.
Yeah, I think I remember Blabs talking about the warm toilet seats when she got back from Japan. Like she misses them.
Yeah, it's really.
I
nice.
hate warm toilet seats because it makes me feel like someone sat on it first.
Yeah, that's how my brain works too.
If your toilet is normally cold, then yeah, sure. But if it's always hot,
no, I think I would still have that association. It'd be like, no, this is supposed to be cold.
Disparu, go to Japan. Please go to Japan. Let me know. I wanna hear.
I think I'd really like it in Japan. It's like, how was the language barrier? Did most of them speak English where you went? Were you in like mainly tourist areas?
No, but we could get by for the most part because we only really did like service area stuff, so shopping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there were some grocery stores, and it was sometimes tough because they'll ask for things like, you want chopsticks or something, and I'm like, don't know what that means unless they pull it out and said chopsticks. Okay, yeah. But other than that, like I could get by. Now, if I actually lived there, different story.
That'd be rough. Did you like have like a phone where you could do like a translator, like say something? Sometimes you might have to show somebody it, or
I had Google Translate, and I think I pulled it out maybe once. So
okay.
And that was at the hotel because we were trying to extend our stays. So it was a little harder to just be like point and be like, okay, yeah, that.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're used to it too. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure. All right. I'm gonna
only pulled it out once of the hotel. That was the message I got from it.
Yeah. I did not because I have tattoos and
you can't.
Not enough to cover it. And some places even
is that because you might be a member of the Yakuza?
Yeah, can you tell? I totally look like I'm part of the Yakuza.
Well,
you actually look like you're the leader.
I don't know if you know Postman Pat over there, but it is literally like a guy that delivers post. There's a cartoon of him in like a stop motion animation when I was a kid, and they exported him around the world as a character. He got banned from Japan because he only has a thumb and 3 fingers. As a lot of cartoon characters does, but the Yakuza cut off the little finger to show that they're members of it, and so they were like, we can't have him because he looks like he's a member of the Yakuza. He just delivers posts to people's door as a children's cartoon. But like, no, we'd have to redo the entire animation, but just for you.
Wow.
They take that stuff seriously.
It's true. That's what I was thinking. Monkey, she's tall enough to be their leader.
Oh, if that's right.
I just think that, if you're going to have a criminal organization, you probably wouldn't mark them so obviously that the police could just arrest them with like tattoos or cutting their finger off. Seems like a really poor idea. You just drive along and cut anyone off that doesn't have a little arrest anyone who doesn't have a little finger. It's the same in what was the one? They arrested like all of their criminals, and now they're just in prisons all back to back to back. I can't remember what country it was. But they had the same thing. They would have like murder, death, kill tattoo kind of things on them. And so they just arrested everyone that had the tattoo because they knew they were part of the gang. So why would you mark yourself if you're part of a criminal enterprise?
Ask the Death Eaters in Harry Potter. No idea.
Yeah. It's like walking into a bank with black and white stripy tops with a bag that says swag on it. Well, you might give yourself away.
Some people like use it as a sign of like, you should fear me. I can see that. Like the people with the tears and tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
People in prison.
I always thought that made him look like a pussy. Because if you actually were someone to be feared, then you wouldn't actually need to tattoo yourself to try and make people scared of you. They would just be scared of you. They would tell, right?
I always use a joke
need...
that I would have gotten like a little slice of pizza teardrop, like a pizza killer.
So it's just hot sauce being poured
Yeah,
down.
hot sauce.
Are the boys flirting in chat again?
They
The
are.
super chats?
I'm like, I should catch up on supers so we can, let the boys flirt.
Do you want to read this? I'll pull them up.
Sure. Ken, thank you for being a member for. Oh no, you became a member. Thank you, Ken. I thought it said. Oh, it's been 21 months. There it is. Nice to have you back, lovely Wicked and X-Ray, and hello, Disparu.
Wow.
Hello, and Ken, thanks for gifting a membership. And also, thank you for the 2 Canadian Ken X-Ray. That is the perfect top for a saucy Saturday.
Okay, this looked a bit more covered up, but I think with the lighting.
I think it's cute.
Highlighting a lot more. Thank you. Thank you.
And Donna gifted a membership. Thank you, Donna.
Thanks, Donna.
Andrew, thank you for the 2 pounds. The unsub guys own this. Gary could hook you up.
Oh, the gamer, or not the gamer girl, the goth girl spit thingy.
Oh.
Oh, it's their brand.
Apparently. I heard.
I mean, it worked. It sold out,
They should have more, clearly.
I'm sure they will. I dread to think what other girl fluids they're going to name after the other.
Ew, no. I don't
booty
think
sweat.
about it.
Do you remember what's that? What's the movie?
There were
that
so
had the
many other
booty
ones
sweat?
you could have chosen before you went to that. I never even considered that an
That was
option.
from a movie. Chat, help me. What movie was that with the booty sweat? It was the rapper that had it, though. Was it Tropic Thunder?
I thought I knew all the most disgusting fluids, but somehow that was worse.
It was Tropic Thunder. See, I'm not crazy. It was in a movie.
The channel. I know there's at least one person in this chat that knows what you're talking about.
Okay,
I think that's worse than the yeast beer, and I don't even know why. I couldn't explain why. It was just my instant
booty
reaction.
sweat is nasty. Yeah, your butt is not clean. Why would you want to drink that? No one should want to drink that.
Trying to die or get pink eye. Ew.
Oh, that reminds me of MILF Manor, one of his stories.
Oh no.
He was talking about how he got pink eye.
Ew. Thank
Never
you for another
retard.
2. Yeah, I remember that line. Wicked Virtue looking lovely on
He
Saucy
mined
Saturday. Thank you, Ken. Ian, thanks for that 50 pounds.
That's proper money.
I was gonna give him.
I knew she wasn't going to say it.
I know. I was like, is he going to say it or not? I gave you 3 seconds. You're not allowed to sell your spit in commercial drinks. You're not allowed to spit in individual people's drinks, which is why I'm banned from 4 pubs.
Okay, but
surprised it's only 4.
Which one did you try to do though, Ian? I have questions.
Yeah, we need answers.
Did you?
Look, I'm sure each
spit,
time he crossed the border, he was like, "Look, if I get banned from England, that's just an advantage."
But Ian, also, if you spit in someone's drink, is it kind of like a whiskey shot? So it's like
if Ian does it, it's like a if you get an extra shot of espresso in a coffee or something, it's like Ian gives you some extra alcohol.
It's just more alcohol.
He'd probably turn it into a game. He'd be like, "How far away can he get it into the glass?" Like the only reason he got caught is he started to cheer every time he hit it.
That's what she said.
Ruin, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Farts in a jar should have been the Weird Al cover for Police's Message in a Bottle. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Thank you. Gary, thanks for the 5. Hey, Al, I really want to go to Japan to try McDonald's after listening to Ryan. There is something that tastes artificial when you eat U.S. McDonald's. You're right. That's something I would love to try McDonald's in another country. Like, besides, like, Canada. Canada's probably a little better, but
Canada,
similar.
I think you'll find, very similar because you're just right next to each other.
Yeah. Our food is similar.
Did you try the McDonald's in Japan, X-Ray, or no?
I was literally right beside Ryan
when he was eating it. So what was it like? Amazing.
It was okay. So I would say consistently, like the way they toasted their bread and all of that, like it was really good. Whereas, like, certain places are like, it looks like it's wilting or whatnot. At least in like Canada.
That's a law in Japan that I think everywhere should just adopt. Is the food that they give you has to look just like the advertisement picture.
Yes.
So we'll have like glue and varnish and stuff on the food. It'll just be painted rather than tomato sauce and stuff. They have to actually make it look in the pictures exactly how they can produce it. Same with the cookies and everything. It looks just like it.
Yeah.
And that's just That should just be part of fault advertising. Obviously, you can't
should.
put glue in your cheese so it looks runnier. It's weird.
Well, and that's always been like a marketing thing. Like I remember chicken had like Vaseline on it to make it look like it was better glazed and stuff like that. So
pancakes, they use like motor oil.
Yeah,
none of that stuff's edible. It's just got everything in it.
But the ingredients tasted fresher. And presentation was good. So if you watched Ryan's vlog about it, we literally tried all of each other's foods, and my favorite was just the regular burger that Ryan had. I forgot, it's like a double cheeseburger. Yeah.
Did they have anything different there? Like I know some countries have some special things. Like I know like in Italy they have like, I think they have like pasta or something.
Yeah.
He mentioned one that was, I can't remember exactly what it was, but he did say they had a different menu and stuff. But even like Germany has a different menu than we do. So I think every country has their own.
There's always like a little thing. So they had teriyaki sauce on their burgers, and that's not something that I've seen, at least on the American side. But it was really, really good.
I just think it's like, if I've always been part of it, if you're going to go to another country, you should eat that country's food.
Yeah.
Rather than going to like chain restaurants.
Try something different.
I get it like this. You want to see, you want to compare it to back home. But some people will just go there and they will eat like they're at home anyway. It's like, nah, if you're going to go there, at least eat the local stuff.
And when it came to McDonald's, I had the breakfast probably more than their lunch, because our hotel's breakfast at the second place was just not as good.
Aw.
Yeah. There's actually some people here from the trip. Hi. I was most impressed by how dedicated and work focused the Japanese staff were when I went. Absolutely. They actually look like they enjoyed their job.
Well, there's also one of the reasons their population's dying, though, is, have you ever seen the work hours in Japan? Insane.
Too much.
I've seen the videos of my average day, and they'll go to work at like 7, and they won't finish until 7 in the evening. And I do think one of the reasons they just don't breed is there is no time for them in the day to meet anybody. They just come back, sleep, go back to work. And
that's
it
what
seems
I
to be
do
fine
currently.
Well, everyone feels like that, but in Japan, it genuinely seems to be that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hard work ethic.
Yeah.
It's the Asian parentage.
Yeah. Chris, thank you for the 5. Has the puppet not already told the police who owns him?
He did, but I think he stabbed them afterwards. I think that was the problem there. It was definitely a horror movie puppet.
It looks that way. That thing looked possessed. Monkey, thanks for the 5. She can do the ultimate. Are you trying to say peg? For anyone, not me, interested. I'm
assuming that's a Shad reference.
I thought there was something on my
arm
screen.
Thing. I think it's the arm, the lady without the hand.
The right hand to God lady.
I'm sure Shad's just jealous that he doesn't have that arm for the possum.
She would definitely be able to peg a possum better than he could, I'm sure.
Oh no. Oh no. Bama, thanks for the 5. Chef asked the husband, how would you like his steak cooked? Husband says, like winning an argument with my wife. The chef responded, rare it is, sir. That's a good one.
Love it. That's a good one.
Ian, thank you for that 50 pounds. That's proper money. If we're in the States together, me and Disparu are renting a convertible and pulling up to all the stoplights with the roof down and Beethoven blaring.
Yes, finally, we will bring some culture back to that godforsaken cesspool over there. The colonies shall finally understand what civilization means.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, you'd have to be doing the driving.
I was about to say, Ian, can you drive?
I believe
I'm sure he can. He'd just have to sober up first.
No, he has to have more whiskey.
That's how he drives well. It's used to.
Well, it's the only thing that could probably balance out being on the wrong side of the road. Is he would swerve between all the oncoming cars.
That's true. He could crash just driving there. Oh my god.
Johnny Ultra, thanks for the Canadian 5. Hail, chat, and panel. Welcome back, Zoo. And Zoo, who is Noon's chick that made Ryan happy? Say hi to Mark, please. Thank you.
Noon I think my wifey. Okay.
She added another one to the list.
Yeah.
She's like Chad. She's constantly picking up more wives.
If Noons is the person that made Ryan happy, that's news to me.
I thought it was just Japan in general, and people were like genuinely freaked out by it.
Well, Jeremy said, though, the moment he glanced back in the airport and he sees what life in America is like, he'll immediately get twice as depressed as before. And it seems to have happened. Like, he predicted that like clockwork.
Like, literally. Okay, so the last day, Noons, Ryan, and I were all hanging out because we're leaving, like, within a few hours of each other. Ryan had left, and we literally heard within an hour, Ryan left his bag in the Uber. And the bag had his passport.
Well, at least he left it in that side of Japan, so you know it's not going to get nicked.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like, okay, so he tried calling the Uber, nothing picked up. He tried calling customer service, nothing. And so even if like, and I mean, the person had come back to where Ryan was without even talking to him, I think that's how he got it back. Like, what if like he moved, couldn't be found, or you know, whatever it was, like that would freak me out because if you don't make your flight, you have to get a new flight, you have to get a new passport, and he has to go through the embassy, and that takes 2 to 3 days. So not only has this trip already extended 2 to 3 days, but it would get extended even more. I think that would literally, I would feel so bad for him.
Like those reels.
Yeah, but on the other hand,
people like
you're stuck in Japan.
It's
like
not
there's worse places to be stuck.
Yeah, well, it's one of the best. Like a lot of the things is like, yeah, if you had other plans and stuff, you really need to get back for a certain event and things. But otherwise, it's like, well, I do have to extend my vacation for some reason.
Yeah.
The rumor probably would have been he lost his passport deliberately just so he could stay there for longer.
Yeah, maybe, but it just I have had friends in that situation. It's not easy. I'm sure he would have found his passport eventually.
The reason I say that is because I'm sure on Saucy last week that actually was brought up when it came out that Ryan's flight had been delayed or something and he had to stay an extra day.
Canceled.
And well, yeah, but someone was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure his flight got cancelled when he's just X amount of hours away from the Harry Potter such and such." And he was like
he's gonna suffer.
Already going around that he wanted to stay there and not come back.
Yeah. Well, like the shorts and the reels of people like looking in their bag. It's like me at the airport every 5 seconds checking to make sure my passport's still there. That's me. Like I'm like, if I go to
that
Canada,
is the first thing I check when I like get into my car is passport. I can do anything and everything else without the passport or with the passport. So
yeah, I have an AirTag on my passport.
As well, so.
Oh no.
So I always have my passport in a container which has an AirTag on it, just so I always know.
Sense, though. It was very smart.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Which because I used to lose it all the time. I used to have to look for a bag that could be anywhere in my house.
Hey, Noons is such a flirt. Oh my god, I love her. I love her. She I've never have I felt so much attention on me.
Oh, this was like, dude, tell me more.
except for the bidet toilet. It's the only time anyone's ever seen
the bidet. My birthday? Wait, what? That's a different. Okay, never mind. I'm not finishing that sentence.
No, it's like, believe me, I have about 15 different comments I could say, all of which would be definitely across the line as a joke.
I like the way you say bidet. Bidet.
Bidet.
Look, this isn't an accent. This is just how words sound when they're pronounced properly.
Proper English.
Mm-hmm.
I do. D-Day toilet. That's what happens after you have Taco Bell. Okay.
That's why this room gets side room when he goes to America. Listen, I had bringing this.
I don't even know what side roomed means.
When they take you to the side room. Yeah, like when they take you to the side when you come to the airport and you have all your gadgets and they take you to the room.
Oh yeah, that happens. Yeah, I was amazed that didn't happen last time because last time it was coming up to the end of like my visa waiver, so I knew it was in the time period, but it was like 4 days after I left, it ran out, and so as I'm checking into my flight, I get messages from like Virgin Atlantic going, "You need a visa to enter the country." I'm like, wait, what? Do you know something about my passport? I don't. So I check. There's no record of my visa waiver anywhere. There was when I booked the ticket, but now it's gone. And I checked my email, and it's like, by the way, if you're traveling soon, you need to get a new visa waiver. You can't travel on this one. And it turns out that the way America does it, they take you off all records within 30 days to make you panic and get a new one. But technically, it works. And so I went up to immigration not knowing whether I'd be allowed in the country.
Well, that's
because
scary.
I wasn't sure whether I had permission. Yeah. And they dragged me off into other places. If they had, then I would have just assumed that the visa waiver didn't work. But
Wow.
no, that was one. That's one of only 2 times I've got into America without issues.
Yeah. If you didn't get in, you might need the bidet toilet.
Well, it's so weird because you get dragged into like these airlock rooms, like really thick doors, like you're in a bank vault. And it's like, I'm sorry, the worst one is when I didn't know that you couldn't bring the closest thing you would know would be
Meats
what's it called? The dried meats. Yeah, but you have a specific name for it.
Jerky.
Jerky, yeah. But this is like a South African version, so it doesn't have all the carbs and sugar in it and stuff. It's just literally just dried meat with spices. I didn't know you couldn't bring that in, but I went into this room that was like a sealed hermetic air vault with a double door to make sure that no air could escape and everything. It was like being taken into a submarine or something, with like Fort Knox kind of thing. And all these people, there were like 4 or 5 people in there, huge room, loads of conveyor belts, no one, just me. Barely anyone ever gets taken into this room, and all I could think is, I want your job. You might see one person who's stupid enough to be me once in a blue moon. And even then, to get out, they wouldn't allow me out of the door. I had to go up to this desk, which was behind like a bulletproof kind of glass, which is weird because I've already come through airport security and blah, blah, blah. They got taken in through all these vault doors. And they had to buzz me out of 2 other hermetically sealed doors on the other side.
That's crazy.
Easily the most security I've ever been in, just for some beef.
That's so funny. It's like a parody of like someone doing something wrong, like you're coming with us, like pulls out like a link of jerky.
You got too much jerky in your bag.
I genuinely think the only reason I didn't get in trouble is because the moment he said, "Do you have any food?" I just immediately said it. But also, I clearly came across as an idiot that didn't know what he was doing.
It's better to be like that than to surprise later. It's like, you didn't know this? Well, I didn't, really.
No, it was my first time into America. I got in trouble on my side because I didn't have a return flight. Because I'm like, I'll just book it when I'm there. And it's like, I'm allowed to be in the country for 90 days without a reason. So I'm like, maybe I'll extend it, maybe I won't, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And they're like, no, you can only enter America if you already have your flight planned. It's like, well, what if I want to extend my stay? Well, you have to rebook your flight. So, very weird.
I'm sorry.
You know what? As an idiot.
90 Days in America sounds like the Disparu reality show that we all need. 90 Days in America.
I literally pled ignorance. Like, my bag was overweight on the way there, and they let me off because I came across as such a fool who had no idea what he was doing. So, they sent me away to book a flight return. It was only a bit. They said I could move it into my backpack kind of thing. So it was like less than like 1 kilogram over or something. But they sent me away to book a ticket. I came back to the same ticket desk, got the same guy, and then they said my bag was away. What do I need to do now? I need to just go through. Just sort it out on the other end. And this guy clearly felt sorry for me. And I think the guy on the other end did as well. Because he'd already scanned me through with beef. Like, yeah, you already scanned me through. Well, this was on because on the other end they're like scanning my fingerprints and everything, so they knew it was the first time there. So every time they do it, so I don't know. I've never done this before. What do I need to get through? Please,
yeah, 50 pounds. That's the weight limit usually.
You want to know what I saw someone when I was at the airport coming to Buffalo, and I was like, wow, someone really tried to bring that. And the staff, it was kind of funny because they looked at each other like they probably were going to keep it. I don't know what they do when they confiscate certain stuff, but this lady walks by after like the checking area and has this huge bottle of vodka, and her colleagues walking by and they look at each other like, and I'm like, you guys drinking tonight? Like, I don't know what happens. Like, I don't know if they were just laughing, like, I can't believe this person tried this, or like, hey, this is for later.
No, I've done that before. So coming back from France once, this was before Desperados was available in the UK. It's my favorite beer. Got like tequila flavoring in it. And I came back from France with a backpack full of these bottles of beer.
God.
Someone I was traveling with, as it went through the glass, because I'm like, obviously I'm not going to put it in a case or something because it might shatter. So it was carrying with me. So it went through the scanner. This was before all of the new security and things. So there was no limits on liquid or anything. So it went through, and someone was standing behind where they scan you, because again, before all security changes, you could see the scanners. And they just said the entire bag came up bright green. And the woman, so she was like panicked immediately. And then they dragged her. So I only saw it from the other side. This guy he was like, "Can you unzip this, please?" I unzipped it. He pulled it out.
Idiot!
He just let me through.
You almost got tackled over some beer.
So the other again, so my first time in America again got dragged over in a thing, and obviously I had like text off, and this woman, she dragged me over. She went, "Can you tell me what's in the bag, sir?" And I just honestly, I just don't remember. It's like clothes, some tech things, and everything. She went,
Some tech
"Did you
things.
pack it yourself?" I went, "Yes." It's like, "What do you do for a living?" And I'm like, "I don't know what to tell you. I do YouTube." And I literally saw her do this. It was like she deflated in front of me physically. And
No,
she was
he's
like
not
really
a psychopath.
stressed.
Because
No, I think she thought I had explosives. Honestly.
Oh.
And I think she suddenly realized, oh, okay, it's just electronics.
Electronics, especially like mics and stands and certain things, like it looks like.
Well,
I know. I
you know what
always
it
take
was?
this out
It
of my
was
bag
this.
because I'm worried that they're gonna think it's something like it's the mic.
I always have that in my carry-on. It's always fine.
Yeah, me too.
It was the Streamer X Go or whatever it is.
X?
It was, yeah, but it's called the Rode Streamer X or something. It's
Uh-huh.
like a mic amp and a visual input all together. It's like a
Oh,
portable
I
thing.
have it right here. Oh, I'm not lifting it up.
But she
Everything
found that and
falls
went,
over,
"It's
I have
this." She said, "This is what it is." So whatever it looked like on there must have looked like a bomb.
Wow.
It was literally, I've never
scared
seen
her.
anyone that tense who just literally deflated in front of YouTube. Okay. At least he's just a moron and not dangerous.
He's just a moron. All right.
We should get through some of these soups. Sorry,
Okay,
we're a
yeah.
little slow, chat.
We haven't been together in like 3 weeks.
I know.
Hey Zeus, thank you for gifting a membership. And Mongoose, member for 18 months. Thank you, Mongoose. All 3 Saucy members return and we get butt talk. Coincidence?
No,
I
that
think
was
not.
X-ray. I do not take any.
That was all X-ray. Maybe she's been hanging around Dan too much. I don't know.
No, I think she blames Dan. I think Dan is simply an outlet for her to blame her tendencies.
I've never blamed Dan for butt talks ever. It's just a coincidence. I never even associated him with butts. I associated him with arm farts. He does that a lot.
He does.
Maybe you could sell those.
Oh, I'm sure
Dan could.
women would like to buy that from him.
Dan's good. There you go, Dan. We a new market for you. Monkey, thank you for the 2. Ian, let me know next time you use the toilet.
Excuse me? Would you hold him? Would you hold him and help him aim? Is that what you're trying? Or
maybe it's a
I wondered where that was going. Like, what, hold him to like comfort him for his loss?
Maybe. Sorry, you lost all your fluids. I don't know. Are you as a portable bidet? I have no idea.
Ew.
That is disgusting. I agree. I'm glad you said it.
And in response, Ian for 50 pounds, thank you. Monkey, I gave you the number for this stuff. Stop posting it publicly.
Look, I told you, take it to DMs.
I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Can you be a little more clear, Ian?
Yeah,
what are we posting publicly?
Yeah. I mean, now we're all invested, so you're gonna have to let us know.
Yeah, please let us know.
Johnny Lawrence, thank you for the 5. Hey, Wicked, tell Jay that I had fun putting him in a headlock at the con. Hey, Disbrew and X-Ray Girl.
Hi. He put.
I'm surprised
Jay
you
in
could
a
put
headlock?
Jay in a headlock. Yeah, you must be tall.
Yeah, well, it's a video of Johnny Lawrence when he was doing cons with Gina, and Jay was in the Canadian Bear outfit. He was like stupid Canadian Bear or something, and he put him. It's on Jay's YouTube. He put him in a headlock.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to see this.
Yes, Monkey for 2. Ian, so forth, but 69 is not enough.
On the topic of numbers, I actually do. I look. This question has been bothering me all week, and I need you two to help me work out which number is correct. Right? Is it 21 or 2001? I need to know.
Oh my god, that's her birthday. She's 21.
Yeah.
Or is it just the year? Was this taken in 2001?
It's her birthday.
I mean,
it's her 21st birthday.
Unless there's a watermark telling me the year, this is why it was nice having, the film.
I think the year's right there, personally. I think chat will agree with me. It probably is 2001. It must be. I think that's the only one that makes sense.
Chat,
really.
what do you think?
Personally, I think it's 2001.
All the girls are saying it's 21. All the boys are saying it's 2001. Look, there's another number. 8,008.
8008.
You know the weird thing as well. You had to talk about which flights do you think you should be going on? Which kind of person do you think you should be flying out the airport with? I've always thought that one of the best airlines in the world, especially for first class stuff, is Arab Emirates. If you ever see, I quite like watching first class videos of their stuff, and they always seem really nice.
Oh
but
my God.
I've kind of gone back against that now, considering apparently they're now the first female captains have joined the ranks.
Oh, I saw that. Woke DEI stuff eventually gets into stuff. But I will say, Emirates, it's crazy. So Noons took Emirates, and she takes, not economy. They send a car for you to pick you up.
Yes, I've seen the people at the
and
airport.
Drop you off.
They have specialist sections, even in the UK, just for the new arrivals and things.
Yeah.
Get off, and then they will take you to your hotel and everything.
Yeah,
It is,
and they'll drop you off at home.
And anyone that, any of the flight reviews, they're always like, no, this is the best one. Their first class is just above everything else.
It looks beautiful. They treat you so well. They treat you so nice, and the food looks good. If I ever have enough money, I would like to take Emirates one day, but I'd rather spend things on experiences, not just something less than 15 hours.
Well, yeah, getting to the place, you could spend that at the place, and you probably get more for your money.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think there's ever been a time where I upgraded to that level and thought it was worth it, to be honest.
If you have FU money, I saw Caleb Hammer tell Asmongold to spend money, so he should just fly business, private jets, stuff like that.
Caleb Hammer came out with something interesting that I'd never really thought of about that before, but especially now in a time of massive inflation, it probably does work, where he said, rather than buy a house, if you rent and then put 10% of stuff into stocks, like S&P 500, you end up better overall.
Yeah.
And I think that wouldn't have been true 10 years ago, but with massive inflation, it probably is.
Caleb Hammer, 10%. Let me see if I can find that.
So if you fly on Arab Emirates, invest in the stocks, go to the Caleb.
Here. So he was talking about the baby boomers. Actually, Joe Rogan hits you for clips though, right? So maybe we shouldn't play it.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it. It was just I thought it was an interesting thing because I've always seen my entire life there's been maths differences between ownership or rent, and it's always been 50-50. It's never actually been as obvious as everyone thinks, but it's always relied on you being kind of in control of yourself enough not to just waste the extra money that you would get with renting. So that was an interesting part.
It also deals with house inflation. They didn't know at the time back then that houses would inflate that much, whereas right now
no one could have predicted the Indians.
Yeah, and then now it's prices of homes. It's not worth it. The maintenance, the cost, all that. So stocks, sure, as long as it keeps the trajectory, but. If all your money is there, then it might just go bye-bye in a fell swoop. But then also society has broken down. So does it really matter?
Where I decided to invest all of my money was in, as you say, experiences. So I decided to buy a bicycle because I wanted to go green. Unfortunately, it did have a side effect of Jason Statham stole my bike.
Oh
Look,
I remember Jason Statham stars in his own movie.
Yeah, but this is my favorite tweet of all time, right? Because it says, the Jason Statham Stole My Bike will be released in 2027. Plot details are that it will be centered around Jason Statham stealing someone's bike. And the only thing I could think of, is this a bot? Did this get the actual synopsis of a movie and it's just got a script between it? Or is this a person that was genuinely witty? We have now reached a point where I can't tell whether this is a joke or stupid.
You want to know something? What would you do? You're just sitting there, right, chilling on your front porch, and Jason Statham just comes up and steals your bike. You're just
look, anyone else?
Okay.
Anyone else would be pissed. Jason Statham, you probably needs it more. To be fair,
He's got to
He's
go
probably
save
trying to
somebody.
stop something important.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
fighting people and kicking butts. So yeah, sure.
I've seen The Beekeeper. I trust him.
I have to watch more of his movies, but I really think that Crank is like, I liked that movie so much. It was such a
That was
fun movie.
insane.
It was insane. Like, it was so fast paced, but the story was still good. I mean, it's been a while since I watched it, but I remember really liking it, and I was like, this is wild.
Yeah.
No, so Crank High Voltage. Yeah, there was with the electric thing, there was one in that, because he has to shag someone to generate
his
the
girl.
electricity to keep his
Adrenaline
heart
up.
beating while he's fighting everyone. I'm like, this is so.
That was wild.
That and Shoot 'em Up. If you've never seen Shoot 'em Up, it is an action movie which is so self-aware of all of its tropes and it doesn't care. So it is the most over-the-top like action shooter you've ever seen. In that, there's I think there was a guy from Sin City. He's in it, and there's a scene in that where he's having sex with this woman as all of these terrorists are like coming in through all the windows and everything, and he's still in this room. He's like flipping her over tables and stuff while he's shooting everyone around him.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing. It's like The Matrix, but during some kind of weird adult.
Lean
scene.
forward
It's
more,
great.
Disbrew. Sorry.
Oh, was that cutting out? I was like,
you get
oh well.
excited and start flapping.
Well, no, it's
it's
actually because I got louder. I went back deliberately, so I wasn't doing the mic.
Oh, okay.
I think with this, I don't think I could actually peak this as it went, so I should probably not do it.
Yeah, no,
All
I think
good,
you're
all
good.
good,
You've got
all
like
good.
one of the best mics, at
Out
least
of
in
all of us.
our sphere of YouTube. Probably you're
Yeah.
like the top bar when people talk about like, hey, if you upgrade your mic, talk to Disbaru, and I'm like, well, his stuff is very expensive.
I
but,
know
you know,
mics, but my setup is often awful. Like, if you can go back through my videos, I've had some of the most worst audio quality of all time during, like, really popular videos. It's like, I enjoy messing with things too much, so I mess stuff up a lot.
Yeah,
That's when you learn. Okay. I think we read this, right?
we
Monkey?
did. Yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Justin, thank you for the 5. The man with an obvious lesbian haircut is talking about distinguishing features. That's rich.
Yeah, people say it's a lesbian haircut. I just say I get the clippers and just literally do it. I don't care.
Just prove
I don't
like
even
hair.
I think I proved, I think with my Supergirl video, that I don't care about my hair at all. In that, so
you know what we're gonna call it? A disperdu.
Well, my hair was like literally, it was like that at the start when I started recording. And so I put water on it to make it go down, but then it dried out after I'd recorded half of the video. So then I was cutting bits into the video like midway through and everything. And my hair by that point had gone back to this. And so if you watch the video, it is going up and down in between takes and jump cuts and all kinds of stuff.
So just at least Supergirl video is a wild ride.
I think it's that one. It's one of the most recent ones.
Heights. Different heights.
It is like half to 3/4 of the comments are just about the hair. That's all they are.
Amazing.
Market Reality, thank you for the 5. I saw some of Ryan's Japan blogs. He seemed really happy, but it was to the point that it seemed kind of creepy to me. I think you and everyone else was a little unnerved by that.
But just Ryan in general, because it's, I guess, vacation as well for him. And he doesn't really take vacations like that. I mean, he did work still, but it wasn't as like, it was like
fun work.
Well,
right?
and when we as YouTubers, like, our daily grind is included like scrolling Twitter, looking up articles,
topics,
so it's kind of nonstop. Like, I'm on my phone on Twitter, just new news every few hours or so, and so it does take a toll on you. And when you actually unplug, you actually end up like enjoying life.
Yeah,
I think it's less of that and more being around people that you can stand. I think I genuinely think that was it.
Well, being around less people that he can't stand. I think he hates people equally, but there's just more people.
No, I don't think he hated the Jap. Well, he didn't. The way he was. Everyone says he was so happy over there. I don't think he did. It's like how much can you really hate people that keep themselves to themselves? They just kind of exist.
And that's the thing. Is like if they make their business known to you, that's annoying. And so if you're just going about your day, like one of the things that I think was crazy is just how silent, like, walking around the morning grind was. Whereas when like you don't really hear that many conversations, like music. You just hear like just the walking. That's it.
That's nice.
Yeah, but to you that's unusual. To me, that was the 90s, right? And so I used to have that. This is why a lot of English people are pissed, because they've lost something that they can still remember. And so this is why I've always... So Americans really value the idea of freedom. Well, you do have to pick one, right? You can either have freedom to do whatever you want, wherever you want to this, or you can have, no, there are duties that you have that you must do, and if you don't do, you should be punished.
Well, and that's
and you can't have both.
With.
You can either have good behavior but be punished, or you have that. So absolutely. I think one of the reasons... One of the reasons English had that is anyone that wanted freedom went off to America. Anyone that was still left around that didn't do it just got deported to Australia. And so we literally we got rid of all of that from our population for a while genetically.
Yeah, I can agree with that, because I've been watching some influencers, like annoying ones, and like, remember when Johnny Somali did a lot of the crazy stuff that he did, and
who has luckily been like, he has now faced justice according to Korea.
Yeah. You can't be doing stuff like that. Now, America, you can get away with it a little bit until it gets into physical harm, possibly.
Especially him, because he was a privileged class in America, and then he went to a foreign country and realized he no longer was. That was the thing that I really liked. He actually suddenly found out what happens when you have to get treated like everybody else. Yeah.
So, you can be a nuisance, but only to a certain point in America, whereas, like, they don't tolerate that. Like, Japanese are so nice that they'll, unless you're doing something really, really, like, horrible, they'll just give you, like, a death stare. Like,
Have you seen them do the sushi roll deportations?
No.
The way the Japanese, if they want you out of the country, the way they get the police, they like hold you, and then they put something down on the ground. They put you on your side, and they roll you up in like this stiff blanket thing, like a sushi roll. And then they pick you up in it, and they just carry you out. So rather than being handcuffed behind your back and everything, you're just strapped down by this thing that's wrapped around you.
Like a straitjacket, like a psycho person.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know those sort of exercise mats and things? It looks like one of those. It's just put around their torso and just wrapped around them where they can't move their arms. I've seen it called like sushi roll. Yeah. This guy was like clearly just having a go at a police officer. He just pushes him down to the ground, and the guy rolls him over in it. Okay. I can probably find the video because it was on Twitter.
Because I'm trying to find it and I cannot. At least a news article on it. So
I will probably send Grok after it.
So let's read a couple more. Schick, thank you for the $1.99.
Megatron. Sorry, I'm here. I just wanted to grab a drink that I couldn't
I didn't know if you left for sure.
No. Duke, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Duke.
Oh wow, I have only just found out. Hang on. So when I do this, I'm in a different browser, and I have a random Google account which has no history or anything. And Safe Search is locked on my Google thing because of UK laws. So until I actually give them ID, I am not allowed to turn Safe Search off at all. Wow. Which is news to me. I've literally only just found out, and he actually tells me it's locked due to local laws.
Whoa, that's...
Someone in chat said incognito. I wonder if that would work, though. You could try it. Angst Kitten, thank you for the $4.99. So if the next trip is to the UK, can we just pick up Disbrew and drag him with us too?
Depends on what Wandering Wolf wants to do for that, but you definitely can hang out.
Like my issue with the trips, and it's the only reason I didn't go on the Japan one, is I have a dodgy knee, and so I wasn't sure. Everyone says they do loads of walking on those trips, and I'm just not sure I can keep up with a group of 80 people. So the way I travel is I travel like at my own pace, and so if at least in the UK I can go there and I can be like, I just wouldn't have to be with a group. It depends where people are going, really.
I can see Disbrew just doing like booking the hotels like that we book, and then hanging out with us, because also like I don't think Disbrew has a interest in megalithic sites and ancient history and that.
Yeah, but there was stuff that you did, like the more like geeky elements and things that I would have liked, but it's a case of, if you go on like big long walking things, then keeping up with the pace. Because the way my knee works is like I can walk long distances, but I need rests in the middle, so I just go slower than everyone else. So that's why specific trips of other people I'm never sure about.
Yeah, and I think you'll want to work in between, so just hang out, work all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like, as it's in the UK, it's easier to get to. It just depends like what you're doing at a time. If you're going to sort of ancient sites,
You're like,
if you go to Stonehenge, I could go to Stonehenge any day of the week, kind of thing. It's not that far.
I would love to go to Stonehenge with Hugh Newman, who like lives down the street from it. He's like, I can see it from my window. What? That's actually cool. But
it's also like going to Clarkson's farm isn't something I would do on my own. But if a group of people went, then because there are weird things where it's like close to you, so you just never go.
That is something every native from every city like. You don't do like the Space Needle living in Seattle. Same thing with the CN Tower living in Toronto, unless you have family visiting. So
I've heard the same thing with Vegas. They don't really go to like the shows that are there every week because it's just like, yeah, I could go whenever, so I don't really want to because I could go. There's no rush, kind of thing.
Absolutely. So yeah.
The Planet Will, thank you for the 5. Disparu to TSA agent. I've never done this before. Starts to take off shirt.
Oh my god! No wonder you went for secondary if that's the case.
It's like, look, is that the only place you want to search? Because there are more. Like,
I was told to cough. When are we going to do that?
Oh no, Bubba Matt, thank you for being.
I have found the video.
Months.
Thank you, Bubba Matt. Okay, let's see it.
So if you let me share this in the middle, yeah.
Of course. Go ahead. You have
this one. So it starts with a guy. There's a couple of police officers and stuff, and then it goes on. They take him to the ground, and then sometime. Okay, so they hold him there. So they bring the sheet over next to him. They start rolling it out, and then where do they?
It's like a straitjacket, essentially.
Yeah. So they start putting him on it, and I think they start wrapping him in it. It's like a bag. They just put this bag over him, and they seal him in this bag, and then at some point, like that, look, it's like a sushi roll.
I was gonna say they're rolling him up like sushi.
That's a human hand roll there.
Yeah, and then they get to so they're just like, okay, we need to get rid of him. Let's just pick him up in this bag, shall we? Just shove him in the car.
Wow. Wait, that's a body
They
bag.
burrito wrap enemies of the state. I want to see where they take him down, because like he's here. And then bang. Does not care at all.
That was easy peasy.
That kind of reminds me of how they arrest alligators in Florida. Like if you have one in your yard and you call them to come get it, like they tie its arms behind its back and then like put something over its snout, right? So it can't like get you, and it looks like it's literally getting arrested, taken to the back of a truck.
That's always the interesting thing about them is like evolution. So they have a really like a huge amount of compression pressure with all their muscles, but they have barely any muscles to open their mouth. And so just an elastic band will stop them opening their mouth at all. It's kind of wild. You can hold their mouth closed with one hand, but they can also break all of your bones if they bite.
Yeah. It takes them, they're stronger closing their mouth than opening, right? Right?
Yeah. Because they're meant to crunch through bone, but at no point did evolution need them to force the mouths open.
Anyways.
Oh, here we go. We had a problem. We were like, June.
I don't even know what you're thinking.
We had a problem last week pronouncing, and of course, looking forward to this week's attempt at pronouncing my name. Also, Disparu, bring your mic closer. Your sound is fading in and out. Rock on, guys. All right, we needed you last week, X-Ray. How do you pronounce his name? Or her name? I think it's
Jin. I don't know. Is this French?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know which nationality is.
She's European. I don't know.
I was kind of je suis un, which would be French, but I don't know whether it is French.
I think I'm just gonna say that because I like how it sounds. Je suis un.
I'm gonna call you SJ. Got it.
SJ, got it. We're all gonna say something different.
Oh, that's why. So this software has changed the AI noise reduction on it. That's why it was cutting out. It turned it up too much.
I got it. SJ. I think it's from
June.
Shut up, Mongoose.
Thanks, Mongoose. You're
helping so much.
You're so helpful. All right.
Here.
Got that. Dan Vicious for 2. Why are y'all not on Rumble? Cheers, everyone. We just stick to YouTube. We're not for this either. Just simpler. Mark and reality.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be worth it. Like, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, at least for Kick.
Yeah,
Kick.
I thought about putting it on Kick. Maybe we'll start that next week.
Because I think with StreamYard, can't you do it to multiple places without any extra kind of?
Yeah, I do like Kick. I usually do I do Vera and Virtue over there. When I did solo podcasts, I also did it on
Do you want
Kick.
me to add it? I can add it
now.
now.
I have it on there. So if you want to connect it, you can. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think Kick would be worth it at least as like a secondary.
Yes, it's just going to be like, do we see like the soup membership and stuff?
No, but I'll pull it up. That's the only actually no. You see the chat? Oh my god, the chat. I also say the Kicks.
The chat here.
Oh my gosh,
I can
I'll
pull
it
up
up on my
Kick.
phone.
I can pull up your Kick over here.
Yeah, I'm not logged in on this laptop. Mark, thank you for the 2. I've been buying silver, not investment advice. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to
on...
give investment advice without like.
Well, Caleb's specifically, and again, Caleb said it, not me, was the S&P 500 because it's 500 companies. Everything has to collapse at the same time.
Yeah.
If, like I said, if it all collapses, it's okay because we're all screwed at that point. So.
Here, well, she's doing that. Oh, you already got it done. Never mind. Andrew Matthews, thank you for the £2. Perry Chan video of Mahler 007 game was great.
Oh, yeah, the one where Mahler literally threw people into the water to kill them.
I have to see that.
It's funny.
After this, we'll jump on Summer Games because I really want to talk about Code Veronica. Maybe we could watch the trailer. I'm so freaking excited for that.
Yes.
Ian, thank you for the £50. Hi, mate. Are you a gay woman now? No, I'm just rocking a Dispadoo. I love that. Well,
you too can look like me if you just don't care and wake up in the morning. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Okay. If I don't care and I wake up in the morning, is this technically a Dispadoo?
Yes. I think the Dispadoo is more a sort of it's a feeling more than any specific look.
We start on before the first topic.
It's like you can just identify. That's the way I think it is.
I think this is a personal record for us that we made it an hour and a half into the show practically without hitting a topic, but we're about to do it now. So
well, in order to delay it slightly more, I just want to see if you agree with me, or with this Japanese person, that this is the only thing I can now see when I look at Supergirl.
Oh no. Oh, dang.
If I click the picture, does it? Okay, so we have one. The other. It's actually better side by side, I think. Can I zoom in? I think I can zoom in.
Oh, no.
It's the same. It's the same photo. HR, it is the same photo.
It's the same. It's the same picture.
I can't. It's all I can see anymore ever since I've seen this picture. Because they're really pleased. They're like, look, she doesn't do her hair. She doesn't have any makeup on. She's just messy and depressed. I'm like, yeah, that sounds entertaining as a situation.
Why are we looking at this? Ugh.
Look, X-Ray, are that the same person?
No, isn't that like something, Will Coulter or something like that?
And it is another actor. Yeah.
Will Poulter.
But
so close.
Can you honestly tell me that doesn't look the same?
In that angle, they look quite the same. Are they siblings?
No.
Dang.
She just doesn't have makeup on in that picture.
None at all. Like, you know how like some women do the no makeup look? Is that really no makeup? No makeup, no makeup.
No, they mean men aren't able to tell. That's what no makeup means.
No makeup look. Okay. But like there's some women who do the no makeup look and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, but in Supergirl she's going to be doing the no makeup look. Just purely no makeup. It's just it's designed to be messy, bedrotten, depressed. I don't care about myself. And also they released a new thing recently where she just attacks a lot of innocent people in a bar for no reason whatsoever.
Sounds like something a delusional woman would do.
Well, no, it's the Captain Marvel thing. You remember when she was told to smile and she broke someone's arm and they cut it from the movie?
Yeah.
Well, in this, a man thinks he can arm wrestle her, and so she breaks his arm. And then when everyone tries to defend themselves, that's where the bar scene kicks off, where she just kills them all. Or, she won't kill them all, but she would have killed them all.
Yep. Dispadoo. Ian sent a flex saying Dispadoo for a 10,000 kicks, by the way.
10,000 kicks. Thank you. I was just seeing that and I'm like, is that new?
I think that's just once he wants to kick me 10,000 times.
Hey, that's before he drives you in his car drunk, okay?
through Las Vegas.
All right, I got the
What
chat
if
up now.
Ian is that guy that got arrested that was a paraplegic that was told he kicked down a door and ran away? He can't kick you if that's the case.
Yeah, but he's not actually paraplegic. He was just probably so drunk that they were like, he couldn't move his limbs.
No, there's footage of him. Then they arrest him. He literally falls over on his wheelchair.
And then just like, stop faking it. Come on, we know you're faking it.
He's not just like from the waist down. It's like somewhere like mid, so like and lower. So he can only move his arms very well. Like it's just, I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Like these cops are idiots.
I want this turned into a John Wick movie where he's just defending everyone, but he can't move his legs.
You forgot an O there.
Raider with a 50-01. Is it better to have a disper-do or a disper-poo?
How about
I think a do. Look, no, if you're having that much pleasure from on the toilet, you're either in Japan or extremely weird.
Japan. Hey, I really like a clean butthole, okay?
Look, that's the thing. Either you have an extreme amount of technology strapped to your ass, or
Not
you're
strapped,
very weird.
adjacent, okay? It's not there on it.
Pressed against, like there is no saving this conversation.
So I'll get these two supers here, and then we're gonna move on to the summer topic, whatever one or summer game topic, whatever you guys want to bring up since you're sharing.
Trailers. We got a lot of trailers.
We do. Johnny Lawrence, thanks for the 5. The Japanese people are no joke. I've had plenty of great karate competitions there. I'm a sensei, and even I was pushed to my limits. We know, Johnny. We saw. You did great. You do great under pressure, you know. Dan Vicious for 2. Your show is one of the few I'll watch on YouTube. Well, we appreciate that, Dan. Thank you. And now we're also live on Kick. So we'll do both. I'll add it because I normally do. I just like because we just did YouTube for so long, but I was actually. It's funny that you say that because I was going to ask you guys like, hey, I'm just going to add Kick as well. Yeah. Why not?
Kick has some good partnership programs and stuff as well, so I think it's worth it.
Adono was sent.
1 second. Oh, there it is. Jose, thank you for the 3. I did not finish Spider Noir yet. I've been traveling. I've got 2 episodes left, I think, but I'm absolutely loving
I have 2 episodes as well.
I have not watched
it. It is really good,
though.
Oh,
you're in for a treat. It's good. It's good. It's good. Nick Cage is... It's like you forget... Not that you forget because he's a good actor, but man, is he crushing it in this series. He's
no, it does interesting things because Nick Cage is renowned, Face Off, Gone in 60 Seconds. He's an over-the-top actor. But this is one of the only shows where they write him being an over-top actor into the lore. And they give a reason why he's over-the-top acting in the show. Which is like way beyond anything I expected of people to be like self-aware enough to write it in. And you see things so scary movies like, we're self-aware. It's like, no, that's not what that actually means. Just writing that you're in a TV show. Whereas this is self-aware that they knew they were doing the tropes and wrote into it so they could seriously explain why they were doing it. It is genuinely good. And some of the like the body horror stuff, I'm like, oh, that's a bit much.
Oh wow, really?
When you hit episode 4, there is, I'm going to say, a bed scene. Incredible. I did not see it coming at all.
I'd like a good bed scene. Okay.
On the plane, so
probably
silly.
Not like this.
Yeah, probably not. You know how you can download like on Prime to like watch offline. So I downloaded some episodes, and I only watched the 1. I would have watched 2, but they only let you download it in color, and I'm like, no, this looks better in black and white.
Yeah,
I was so mad. I was so mad.
It has to be done in black and white. I know some people are like, no, it can be done in color because it looks weird and things. The tone, like the atmosphere. So I watched the Backrooms recently, and I think the only thing it does really well is the atmosphere that it sets up. But it's the same in Spider Noir, that if it didn't have that atmosphere, I don't think I would have liked it as much.
No, well, you can tell because they recorded it for black and white, and then Nick Cage was like,
everything is done
for the teenagers that won't watch in black and white. That was exactly what he said.
Yeah, and it was Nicolas Cage's idea to do the simple thing. So I was actually surprised that Amazon put so much effort into making it run parallel and stuff, and be so easy to switch between the two. But even down to a lot of the comedy, I think the comedy works because you have the dark and serious tone of the black and white thing. Whereas if it was done in color, I think it would have been too Marvelized for me, and it would have been a bit too much of a parody of itself. So I like the serious nature of the actual noir tone. Yeah. I don't know noir that much, so this was kind of a new thing for me.
I love it. All right.
Cool.
Which
Well,
which
if we're
trailer are
gonna
we
go into
watch
game
first?
if we're going to
Hold
go into
on.
game trailers, I would like to introduce you to the game trailer. This is the perfect way that you can enjoy the new God of War trailer.
Oh my god.
This is God of War Laufey.
Do 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 do. We can't hear anything, but that's okay.
It's fine.
LG's
Really? Oh yeah, because I shared the window, not the tab. Okay. Well,
He's still
that
learning.
actually
Sing it.
was you. Yeah, you did the actual noise. But I think the God of War. If you've got any God of War stuff, that would probably be a good way to enter.
Oh, I don't have any God of War stuff. Ah, dang.
It was God of War Laundry is the best title for the entire game that I've seen out of everybody's.
Let me
World
find the God of War trailer now.
Yeah.
'Cause there's-
Go ahead. This is Drew. You gonna say
So
something?
okay, well this is while she's looking for it, this is what if anyone doesn't know, Alana Pierce was what
Oh
wrote
god, I hate
this
her.
for 4 years.
I know this does.
So remember
My heart's
who
beating
she
so
was?
fast.
She was the one that called people with kids having situational disability.
Yep. And she has done
Sounds
this
like a
for lots of
retard.
well, if you want a feminist to write your game, you employ Alana Pierce. So what she loves and all this kind of thing, and she's crying. I wrote this for 4
Hold
years.
on.
I wrote so many of the characters. I had so much to do with this movie. Oh, this game. Oh my god, it's so amazing. I couldn't say anything about it, and now I do this. And this is the one thing where all anyone wanted was Kratos. No one wanted the modern feminist to be part of it, and to find out Alana Pierce wrote it. And
Makes it more
as said,
disgusting.
after hearing the horrendous millennial dialogue, that's obvious. Fingers crossed she doesn't get situationally disabled.
Wow. These people they just keep saying anything.
Well,
So stupid.
finding out she's part of it is the same as finding out Anita Sarkeesian wrote your game.
Yeah,
It is on that
yeah.
level.
Where Sweet Baby Ink is involved, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to touch games that it's like any movie that you sniff DEI woke ideology in it, you're like automatically turned off.
Well, the fact
Yeah.
that they employed it proves that it wasn't just well, we thought they had this new character who happens to be a woman. No, it proves that it was an ideological decision that you needed somebody of that persuasion to come in and write all the characters. So just that it's not just changing the character to a woman, it is every single thing about this game will now be done just for it.
Well,
Yeah.
you seen like what they're doing with Wolverine? They're removing the men out of X-Men in the new Wolverine game. Did you see that?
Yeah. And they tried to dance around the name change. They tried to say it wasn't for that, but everyone knows why you're doing it.
Yeah. Now
It's just so stupid and unnecessary.
I've watched this gameplay, and I mean, I don't play God of War, so I don't really know if this is
Me
akin to the
neither.
previous games. But just looking at the rendering of the graphics, it just looks horrible. Like,
Maybe we should all just play the original God of War in protest. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
some people might be like
Ooh.
some people that don't care that it's going to be like centered on her, but like I'm
So-
in the same boat as X-Ray. Like I don't care that they have a female, but again, not a big God of War fan, so not trying to step on any toes. I just hate that they took Deborah and like
yeah, made
like,
her
she's
ugly.
she's so pretty, and it's like why? I've seen like AI where people just make the slightest change. You could do without makeup and stuff and still make her look pretty. I mean, because obviously, given the time, she's not going to be like drenched in a bunch of makeup, right? But like, she's pretty. Like, there's pictures
No, but
of her
she's a
without
god.
makeup. It's, well, that too. But I mean, Deborah in real life, like you see pictures with either minimal makeup or
She's
like
a
no makeup,
solid
and she's
6.
still still
Yeah.
pretty. But in this,
She's
like,
a 2 in this.
I just don't get it. It seems so intentional, and that's why people get annoyed by it. It's like video games are the one thing that and animation where like you can make somebody look even better. So when you make someone look worse, it's like why?
Well-
We want to look at pretty graphics, and we want the characters to be pretty. We want handsome men, and we want pretty girls. It's not
That
that
looks
hard.
like Will
It's
Poulter.
because your
Again,
your attitude of we want pretty girls is actually no, a lot of people don't. If you are a female game designer, you either want to see yourself or you want to see someone worse than yourself, because working on an incredibly beautiful woman makes you feel incredibly insecure. And so through like competition, like no, you don't want someone to be working on someone better than you. And they've got all of this pre-packaged ideology they've been given their entire lives to say why actually no, I don't think those men should have that. I
tireless
think they should have
horrible.
something a bit more realistic. I think we
Ugh.
should I think we should be normalizing twos so that we lower all of those men's standards so that actually they will get with people like me. And you end up with all of that and it changes everything. So in the original God of War series, again, I'm not a console gamer, so this is what I've heard from other people. I've only ever played PC games after like PlayStation 1. But it was the Kratos character in the first game was like, how should we say, non-consensually getting with a woman. And then used her corpse, well, her still live body, strapped her to a door mechanism so that she died to open the door as he went through it. Like, this guy is not a good guy. He would use people to get the way he wanted and that kind of stuff. Whereas in this, it's like, no, now we are worrying about the attractiveness of women. Why, in a video game for men, would you ever have someone who wasn't attractive? Unless it was part of their character in some way. It doesn't make any sense, because whatever character you want, you would sell more if she was attractive. Now, I've always thought it's weird to make characters look like a voice actress in the first place. I don't know why you would do that unless they are a 10 in the first place, but...
We've seen this before where they have tried to have DEI and, you know, people who are just like plain Janes or very obese market things like underwear and, you know, makeup and stuff like that. It actually doesn't help their sales. So it's kind of weird to still see people, and maybe games are kind of 2 to 3 years behind. So maybe like in a year or so we'll have less ugly characters, but it's crazy to see that this is still their way of trying to market this game, make these games. It's like they don't understand the people that play this.
I think they do. They just don't care, and they don't. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Joker thing, right? He was mad at the type of people that liked his movie, so he just killed the character completely, made it awful. These people might be kind of the same boat, like, oh, I don't want these chuds playing my game, so I'm not gonna bend my knee to them. Like, I don't know, maybe I can't get into the mindset of these people because they're freaking weird and I don't understand them.
I don't think it's that. I think a lot of people came into game development who weren't part of the target audience, and it's not that they hated the other people. I think they saw the games that men like and were like, this is horrible. Why is this woman a 10? She's making me feel really insecure because I'm in game. If you're a woman in game development, you're probably not a 10. We've seen that these actual companies and the makeup of the companies go between them, and they would definitely look at the picture on the left and get incredibly insecure. She is just more attractive than me, but if I make her a 40-year-old dog, then I'm now more attractive than her. And actually, I don't think you should look like the one on the left at all. I think you should look like her when she was 20. There is a huge issue now where there's a lot of people getting into jobs who are like 40, and there's actually a load of like YouTube commentators and stuff who are also 40, and so look at her on the left and go, no, she's attractive. What do you mean? It's like, well, what would teenage you think? Because teenage you would think she's your mom. And so I do think that, like it's common sense, the 20-year-old version of any woman is better than the 40-year-old version of that woman. There's a reason why we have fertility windows.
Well, it's also
and
crazy.
I don't think that the teenage audience of games should be having to play their mom in every character. They should be playing people that they would find attractive.
But a lot of like teenagers and young adults do like 40-year-olds now, which is crazy too.
No, but she actually is 40 though.
Well,
you should be taking a 20-year-old model, and that should be what's putting in the game. And I don't necessarily mean American model either. You should be choosing a 20-year-old who is like one of the most attractive people on earth, because that will sell your game better than anything else. The more attractive, the better. If we can't all agree that whoever this is the most stunning person on earth, you should hire that person. It is, look, I would say it way before 40. But why would it, an 18-year-old boy does not find 40-year-old women attractive?
But no,
that is true. There is a difference in what they can, there is a difference in what they can get and what they settle for and what they would actually find attractive.
Yeah.
Look,
no,
the main thing which is attractive
that.
to men, the main thing that's attractive to men is fertility, and so there's a reason you put rouge on your cheeks.
So this post is like, it's kind of telling with anyone notice a pattern in Western video games and just...
Oh God, I forgot the bottom one.
Yeah, Ghosts of Yotai. And that's like the real life picture of her. She looks even worse in the game because it's the game.
It's the game.
Sad.
Yeah.
Like we're in an age where like, you know, whatever the RTX meme just like came out a couple months ago where characters are supposed to look like beyond real and whatnot. And now we're getting these like crappy versions. If we looked at her hairline in even just the clip here, what is wrong with that hairline? Why does it look like that? Hair's not supposed to look like that.
It's because they wanted to make her look old. This is a deliberate attempt to make someone look like beyond 40. She could be a 65-year-old woman in this picture. And the thing is, she's a god. You're telling me that a god would not look good? She's a god. That alone should mean that she looks 20. She looks perfect. If the god of war is meant to be the peak of masculinity in order to kill as many people as possible, any female god would definitely put effort into their appearance. This is just what they would do.
Yeah. Like there's dark eye bags. The lighting makes her look frumpy. Her nose looks like a freaking doorknob.
And look, even one of the issues that even I just fallen into there is I've started essentially negotiating that this is something that's realistic or deserved or what a god would do. Actually, none of that matters. The only thing that matters in this situation is what would sell more copies and what do men want. And men want attractive women. And so I don't really care whether it fits in with the scenario. I don't really care who she is. I don't care what she looks like as an actress. If she's not a 10, if I can't look at her and go, you're amazing, if she's not in skimpy enough clothes to make me, look, I have to see her more than anything else in the entire world, you've messed up. You should go to Scandinavia and just walk down the street and pick a woman, because it will be better than that. If you go to Eastern Europe or Russia, you will find better people than this. There is no excuse. I don't really care about realism. If you want to make money, that's what you do. And if you don't, carry on.
Well, I mean, these companies are just dying at that rate. So, you know, they literally do not care.
Yeah.
Now,
yay!
I'm this.
I'm so excited for this. I knew they were. I had a feeling they were going to announce this summer because I mean, just like they're doing so well. The Resident Evil, like they did 9, did fantastic. That hype died down a little bit, and then they're like, well, guess what? Code Veronica. I think this is the #1 remaster that they've been asking for. Resident Evil fans.
This is a remaster. I
think it's a remaster. Yeah, it's I've been wanting to play this so bad, and I'm like, I know they're going to announce a remaster this year, so let me wait. I'm probably still going to play the original first.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Don't move. Claire Redfield.
And she looks so good. They didn't like dim her down or anything. They made her look better. Like the graphics are obviously better than the original. If you find, I'll see if I'll put something in the group chat on Twitter. But she looks so good, and her outfit looks good too. The only thing that's different from the original Code Veronica is that she doesn't have as much midriff, but I don't really care. Like I think her outfit looks good. I want this to be I've been wanting to do a Claire cosplay, but finding the jacket is not as easy as it sounds. I don't want like a crappy one that's gonna fall apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a nice like red leather jacket, maybe pleather. I don't know. See what I can find, but I want a nice one. And I'm going to put the design on myself. I'm going to 3D print the actual like her decal and use like clothing paint and make it myself. Because I tried to order one on Etsy, but you know how Etsy is sometimes. They screw up. I had it on my wish list and someone bought it for me, and then I had to refund them because it didn't go through, because Etsy is kind of weird like that with Throne sometimes. I don't know if you've ever had any issue. But I'm so excited for this. She looks good. I think so.
I like Resident Evil. They usually have good games for me. So
yeah, they do a good job.
The thing is with things like, oh well, you know, they closed down a midriff. I was like, yeah, that's The thing with that is I tend to not give an inch because they just take a mile. They work it off slowly. And so at this point, I'm like, no, if it's not exactly what it was, or why don't you take less clothes off her? Like, just show even more than last time. Why did it always go in one direction? And so now, even if I don't particularly care about it myself, I'm like, no. Just to be an arse, just to stand in your way and stop you, I will always argue the opposite method. You should always show more skin or I don't care. It's like,
well, in the original, she didn't show a lot though. That's the thing. So it's kind of
well, no, but
but
even then, they're like, well, they've covered over midriff more. It's like, well, don't then. Look, if you want to argue that it's not that big a deal if they show less skin, we'll show more skin. Unless you're playing on the edge, then it's always going to be that, because there's too many people where they're like, no, I think we're gonna do safe edgy. So we're going to make it that you see it a lot now where, and you saw it in, what was it called? Red Sonja, the movie. They're like, yeah, we did put her in a chairman bikini, but it was such an oversized chairman bikini that there was absolutely no danger of ever seeing anything. So it removed the entire point of it.
So this is Veronica, I'm guessing.
I think the outfit looks so good. I like it.
How much midriff was showing beforehand?
Not that I'm gonna see if I can find. I'm trying to find it on X, so it's easier for you to show. It's all like face pictures of the original Code Veronica. I looked at the side by side and I didn't see much of a difference. Just like slightly. Just look up the original Code Veronica and you'll see like it's
okay.
Yeah, like the OG.
Yeah, but the fact that they thought they needed to change it rather than just doing the accurate thing.
Well, the jeans look so much better. The jeans were ugly at the original. I'll say that. They made the pants are way better than what she had on the original one. You'll see what I'm talking about when you find it, actually. It was very of the time. Like, when did this come out? Code Veronica probably came out in the 90s, right? Let me see.
Okay, so this is the original here. Top. So,
that looks like an entirely different outfit.
They changed her. I thought her.
I mean, 90s graphics to today's graphics. So, like, she actually has textured pants.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna look.
No, but
better
they're even like
graphics.
different colors outfit.
Yeah.
In total.
Okay, so the original was 2000.
Yeah, I'd say I like the new pants more.
The new pants, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, you see
there is not a single man in the entire world that cares about her trousers.
Well,
it is how much is she showing at the time. If there is 1 millimeter less skin, add it back. If it's not that big a deal, put it back. That's always the thing. Like, why did you change? If it's not that important, change it.
Here's the original and the new. So it gives you a little context on there. Okay, so they actually extended the jacket instead of black arms, red arms. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like an entirely different outfit. So you can clearly see it was a much lower cut top. And that's why they pulled in the jacket to cover up, because you'd probably be seeing a lot more stuff. Whereas in this, they've got the jacket hanging loose, but the top comes all the way up to the top. So she's in no risk of showing any cleavage at all in the new thing. There is obviously less stomach showing as well.
Yeah.
But they've basically put on an entirely new outfit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not, I like the new outfit better. But I mean, it's more like of now.
Yeah, but no one cares about the clothes. It's how much
2000.
skin is she showing.
So if that was bandages and equal skin, good?
Bandages and
well,
equal skin.
I was teasing.
give her the V-neck back. Like, give her the low-cut top back, and people probably wouldn't care so much about the midriff. But you can add the midriff. In that same outfit, you can add the midriff and give her a lower-cut middle. And it's like, but they haven't. This is my entire point with it. It's like they could do this, but they deliberately thought, no, we can't do that. We couldn't actually give the men what they want. They will put loads of effort into changing the entire material of her jeans. And so when you're putting that much effort into something, that means it's a deliberate choice to go, we can't show that much skin.
Free Claire.
And this is a game I don't care about at all. I don't care whether she's got that or not. I'm not going to be playing it. But it's my position on everything. If it's not important, if it's not a serious problem that she showed that much skin, then show it now. If it's important enough to change, it's important enough to argue over.
Yeah.
As someone not in this fight, in terms of the skin, to me, that little bit is not egregious. When I saw freaking Stellar Blade and the things that they did to those elves, that was egregious for me.
I would go into that company and fire every single woman and every single leftist from the entire company, and you would be left with a load of men employed at that company that would have some of the most based beliefs in the entire time, and you would see the game that they would create would be so profitable, it would blow all things out of the entire water. And it's like these companies are destroying themselves with beliefs where it's like, no, actually, I think we should be covering her up. And anyone that says that in your gaming company should be fired instantaneously.
Like, should be covered? Okay, no. But this is a good point, because I think I would be on this camp in terms of actually fighting zombies and protecting myself. Shouldn't you be more covered up to fight zombies?
You don't get
yes, but this is also a game.
Yeah.
This has always been the problem with zombie invasions, is that they're actually really easy to stop. Like, you can just can use like bicycle protection gear, and you can have like knee pads and elbow pads. You can have a welder's mask on, and you almost make yourself invulnerable to everything.
Oh my god! Like, you know those people in those riot suits?
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely invincible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to do great because everyone's been asking for it. It's going to look good. We get it next year. I'm going to play. Maybe that'll. I wanted to do the OG Resident Evil 3 first because I have done the remake. But I might change my mind and do Code Veronica. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. I can't wait.
Chainmail would be incredibly overpowered in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
You'd just be immune.
Yeah. Let's get to some of these soups before we watch the next trailer, because the boys are fighting again.
The boys are fighting. Jason J, thank you so much for the 5. It's actually settled law in order to be hired as a cop. It's required to be low IQ. Look up Jordan versus City of New London from the year 2000. Really?
That's crazy.
There is a general IQ level that is expected. I don't think it's necessarily low, but it's not above average. Once you get into above average, you start to enter other job paths generally. It is people who are about average who want status. It's a high status job you can get in, not necessarily equal IQ that would be required in another role.
You have to have that physical component with the cops for sure. That's the only thing I can remember. But other than that, don't know about the mental. Interesting.
But it's quite well known. So one of the issues that's happened with IQ dropping over time since like 1900s is now the people that used to be university lecturers, it's gone the other way around. So it's like university lecturers just don't exist anymore at the IQ level. They're very so rare. It's kind of done. So you get like what is it? It's because it goes the other way around. So people that would be police now wouldn't ever been anything before, and our university lecturers then would have been like infant school teachers. And so incompetence goes down overall, and everyone gets taught by less incompetent people. And so you just keep declining as everything collapses. It is basically idiocracy.
And AI is not helping because...
no, they've proven that. Using AI decreases gray matter.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go through the work that builds up your brain.
You're not doing any critical thinking. And, the computer thinks it all for you, unfortunately. So... Ian, thank you for the 50 British pounds.
Raider, shut up with your dumb questions. Ian, thank you for the 50.
Like I said, they're fighting. Hey, you know what? I'm surprised Monkey isn't chiming in here.
Maybe he fell asleep. Johnny Lawrence, thank you for the 5. Great, now they casted a dude to play Supergirl. This one stuff really blows.
I'm imagining it in his voice. It's perfect.
Let them fight. You're right, Adam. Raider, thank you for the 5001. Ian, it is only a dumb question because it is such a thought-provoking question that Scots can't think that deeply. Sorry.
Wow.
Wow.
I approve.
Raider came out swinging on that one. He was like,
the only thing Scots can get deep with is their whiskey bottle, right?
I wondered where that comment was going, to be honest.
I did too.
Halfway through,
I was like, wait a minute. Hertz and Monkey are now influencing X-Ray.
Yeah, I fully expected some kind of the alcohol's numbed your throat comment there.
It was a PG comment.
It's nowhere I.
Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. Raider, at least you're as drunk as me.
Oh my God.
Jason J, thank you for the 5. On a creepy yet gross article, per New York Post scientists turn yeast found in gut of ancient mummy into very good sourdough bread beer's necks.
Oh yeah, I saw that. There are things that scientists have done that I question.
He almost fell
No,
out
that
of
was
his chair on
that was yeah.
That's like
That was
you're
too much.
That's how you create new strains of just like
Disease. Old
like
disease.
world wiping diseases, right?
diseases.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of like how do you come around with that kind of level of thinking, and what did you think you were doing at the time? Like, as you're digging up this corpse, and you're like, no, we need to test his intestinal bacteria. Someone goes, I think we could make bread out of this. If your instant reaction isn't just to smack him round the face, there's something wrong with you, right? It's like, you have gone too far for humanity. You were a mistake.
Oh my goodness. The Jabroni Big Time has been a member for 3 months. Thank you. Hello, you plop stinkies.
I'm not stinky.
There's no stinky.
She's just a plop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel's right. That's
Yeah.
how you make a zombie. That's like the start of a Resident Evil game. Let's make some bread out of this mummy's.
And let's be
Good
honest, you would 100% deserve it. Like, if you did
Yeah.
contract some horrific disease, that is all on you at that point.
It's true. It's true.
So I did find well, I said I found I got sent
I don't know.
the Mauler clip, and as you can see, I think it goes up to here.
It's great. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Make it bigger.
So it is just how you defeat an enemy in License to Kill. You punch him a bit, he goes in the water, and he's dead. Welcome to your boss fight, ladies and gentlemen, in 2026.
Wow. So I've heard
Because he's fighting someone else, right? So he just literally starts punching him, and that's
Wait,
it.
this is a boss fight. Like he's going against someone that's supposed to be hard.
Well, I assume it's a boss fight. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, either way, the instant the guy hits the water, dead. It says situation contained, so I imagine it's some kind of.
The only person I know that I've talked to that finished the whole thing was Vera, because she suffers for all of us that plays awful games just to review them. She said it didn't feel like a Bond game and she didn't really like it.
It was obviously it wasn't going to be a Bond game right from the start, from the introduction, from the trailers. Nothing about it looked like Bond. It just looked like Hitman. And that was Andrew Matthews sent me that. So
it would have been awesome if they would have done I wouldn't like a GoldenEye like remaster would be cool, but like with these graphics, like a Pierce Brosnan Bond game. So it's like GoldenEye, obviously, but I don't know. That would have been fun to see because that's a Bond. I know everyone has their favorite Bonds, but that's mine, and I know just Bruce's favorite Bond. So that's what I would like to see, like some more GoldenEye.
Yeah, I know there've been good Bond games in the past. There was even when I was a kid, there was like an animated. It was a Bond spoof game, but it's still more Bond than anything we get now. This is such a weird thing where now even the spoofs of Bond feel like more Bond than Daniel Craig or any of the current games. The mistake they made was making it a Hitman developer, because they just made Hitman and stuck Bond over the top of it, and then made it really woke. It's like, well, great. I mean, it's probably what we can get from Amazon. But. They
did remaster GoldenEye, but I mean, like, do a new one with graphics like now.
Yeah, like remasters are limited to a point, and I'm not overly keen on them. I would rather we were making new games than remastering old ones, to be honest.
Oh no!
I think remastering old games is basically an admittance that you can't make anything of that quality. So just give you slightly better versions of that is the best you can hope for.
Yeah, I was recently playing GoldenEye for like the online Switch, the 64. GoldenEye, well, obviously it's the only one. And there's a part where I was like trying to figure out how to do stuff because I kind of forgot the controls, right? Because I haven't played it in so long. And you could set the alarm off. Like I killed the guards first. Like, okay, they're not going to set the alarm off. And then I walked over and I thought I could push a button on the computer, and it pushed the alarm button on the wall. And I was like, oh, I set off the alarm. And then all the guards came. It was kind of funny. I
You
love
gone
the old
effed up.
GoldenEye game. I did a little bit. I love that one though. Yeah.
So
So-
the game I was thinking of was this. I don't know, you probably never played it, but this was a way better version of Bond than anything now. The Operative
I've
No
never
One
heard
Lives
of
Forever.
that.
And
Oh,
it
no, what
was
is
just
that?
it was from like, I don't know whether it's got the dates, like 2002, 2000. And it was a James Bond spoof game, but it was way more Bond than anything I've seen of the current 007 thing, because it kind of it like was their version of like Austin Powers. It took the Bond theme and then just parodied it. But parodies are often more they're often more like the original source material than a subversion of the original source material, which is where I think we've ended up with Bond. I'm actually really concerned with Amazon of where they're going to go with, especially after Stargate, with where they're going with the next Bond. I think they're probably going to double down more on the Daniel Craig era than one of the earlier ones.
Probably. It's a valid
and that's gonna be the
concern.
worst because he was the worst Bond.
Yes, but I think that's where they're going. I think they're updating him to the modern man. So Daniel Craig was already the modern man, but I think we'll get an even more version. That is, unless
Like the Odyssey photo shoot.
Villeneuve, because Villeneuve came off Dune, I don't know whether they'll give him like more of a free reign to do what he wants. I think that's our best hope at this point.
Maybe, hopefully, but I just don't have a lot of faith in most original IP franchises. Most have not done well with modern takes.
I was willing to give Amazon more of a free reign until they came out with Stargate and said the
Rings
reason
of
they cancelled
Power.
it. Well, no, Stargate, because Rings of Power, yeah, that was still a Jennifer Sulky era creation. So after Jennifer Sulky got fired, I was willing to go, okay, maybe they want to change everything because they realize she's made a mistake. Maybe they get back to actual source material. But when Stargate got cancelled because the fans would have liked it too much.
Yeah, that's wild to me. Like you think you want to cater to the original fans first and foremost, and then if you're lucky, you get new people. And by lucky, meaning word of mouth.
Well, especially Stargate. So their original dedicated fan base has remained for God, I don't know, it's at least 15 years since the original, like any of this series have come out. They're still active. Amazon themselves call them dedicated, and it was dedicated enough to keep this series going for 10 series of Stargate, 5 series of Atlantis, and 2 series of Universe. That's enough to make you popular, and then they will go out and tell everyone it's great. You don't need random new Zoomers.
No, and like I get why they do it because I feel like, okay, well, you can try to attract a new audience, but also don't forget your original audience. Don't forget where you came from. And it's a very Western mentality.
These companies really do, because like what they do, they get like what they do with Star Wars. That's a glaring example for everybody. They took that, they wanted the title because they wanted people like us that were already fans to come over and like the new stuff, but then it's our fault for not liking the new stuff, even though they ruined the story. So it doesn't make sense.
The thing is, as well, though, in the original announcement, they specifically go, look, this is going to be, it's going to be Stargate. We're going to make it Stargate. It's going to be originally Stargate. It's going to be all the lore and everything. It's not a reboot. We're not remaking it. We're just starting afresh with a new kind of era. And it's going to contain some of the people from the past, which was great, although we didn't know that at the time. We only knew it once it was cancelled. But then they specifically say, this is going to be a jumping on point for new people. And then after this guy has said about 3 or 4 times, it's going to be a jumping on point. We're going to make sure it's accessible to everyone. You won't need the 350 episodes. You don't need to know the lore. You can start fresh with this new one, which is perfectly understandable from a business perspective.
Because Doctor Who did that when they rebooted it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really quite easy. Every series of a TV show updates everyone on the past lore anyway. Yeah, you end up with some unwieldy dialogue, but you can. It's part of script writing TV to keep introducing new people to the old things. But then a guy went up and go, look, and despite that, it is definitely going to be Stargate. It is going to be the lore. And so they were already talking about knowing they needed to appeal to both. It both had to be Stargate, but a new era for new people. So it never even made sense or passed the sniff test as a suggestion in the first place. The entire situation is bizarre, which is why I think it's more likely that because of the 2 new guys, or in fact 1 new guy who came across in February from Netflix, that he's the one responsible.
Do you
'Cause
think
it's
it's
even weird
another situation where they don't want people like, let's say, like Disparu liking their stuff? Just an example, like you know what I mean? Like as Vera would say, the chuds. You know what I mean? 'Cause it doesn't make sense.
I don't know,
Like-
right? Because this guy had been working on it at Amazon for about 2 years or something. So this was all worked internally for about 2 years. It got greenlit about 6 months ago or something with a guy that came over from Netflix. It's looking like Friedland, the guy who came over from Netflix, brought across, once he'd moved, Blair Fetter, who was also from Netflix, as like his trusted lieutenant. And it was like he was specially recruited because he left Netflix the same time the other guy joined Amazon. But Fetter cancelled the series that his boss greenlit. And so all of it is bizarre. Like, it doesn't seem to be anything within the company is stable or secure. They said they couldn't retool the series. Like, you couldn't just add notes. It was completely gone. It was way beyond anything else. And so you kind of like, did you want changes that were too much? Was this just like, because a patriotic, pro-military, because it did actually genuinely have a lot of, like, there was a woman in STEM on the team. There was Teal'c. If you wanted a woke team, Stargate already had it. And so it must be something more than that, like patriotism is evil or whatever. I don't know.
They
it's
saw
such a bizarre
Starfleet
situation.
Academy and said sci-fi isn't worth it. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it is very strange because we've seen, with sometimes the most just like basic shows that just aren't woke, people are really enjoying it. So you think like, hey, let's continue with that formula. So, like someone in this chat just said, maybe they're like, not woke enough, not diverse enough, not this or that enough. And it's like, people might actually like this. That's so crazy to me. Like, so you really don't want to make money because you make money off of not pushing a message and you don't like that. That's the only conclusion I can come up with.
People have been saying that, well, if Stargate came out now, it'd be called woke. It's like, no. The same time you're calling it woke is the same time that Amanda Carter has pictures of her in lads mags wearing literally nothing except an American flag. This was not a woke series. So it didn't work, but it does have really awkward non-woke themes in it, like the military being good, like America being good. There was times where, there was corruption in the government, but they got rid of it. And I don't think they could do that now. They would do things like, well, the government, there was a one world government that owns the Stargate. Oh, how are you going to handle those world, though? Because they are genetically inherently evil. So now you have races, which are entirely evil, that just have to be killed on sight. You have the replicators, who you do not fight at all. You do not negotiate with these people. And I think those are the bigger issues with Stargate that they would probably want changed. But those are also core to the law. So you couldn't change those and be true to Stargate.
Okay.
So I could see those being bigger issues. The thing is, a lot of the creators have come out. So Daniel Jackson never really tweeted. He's been going mental. Joseph Malorzi has been coming out and retweeting a load of stuff about the fans. A lot of them are interacting with fans on a regular basis, and they've never really said what the problem is. And so we can only kind of speculate. Is it woke? They've specifically said it's not budget. That wasn't the issue. But we don't know what else is.
Yes. All right.
Hopefully I don't think we'll ever find out, but maybe this is the area where we see people actually canceling shows. I mean, we saw Buffy get canceled before it even came out.
True.
Buffy, wait. I didn't talk about this. Anthony
R.I.P.
had recipe that crushed me. I was in the movies and I didn't see until I got out, and I was like, 3 in 2 years, 3 Buffy stars, and it's still Michelle Trachtenberg still guts me because she wasn't even old. I know Anthony Head was 72, but we lost her and Nicholas Brennan, and so sad. I love Giles was amazing. He was one of my favorite characters. He was like
a core character of the show.
He was so great. He was
Buffy.
He was so posh and so funny. Like he had like the British humor, right? And he actually was British. And I know they all had nothing but like all over the years, even before he passed, nothing but sweet things to say about him. And a story that stands out to me about him was James Marsters talking about when he came on as Spike, that his British accent was so bad that Anthony Head was just like, no, this won't do. Like, you're coming with me and I'm going to teach you how to talk proper British. And he helped him with his accent. And it was so, like, he didn't have to do that, right? But he was just like, no, I can't work with this.
He was offended. That's why.
He was offended, but like, he didn't have to do it, right? Like, it's not like he got paid extra for doing it, and it made the show better too. So he just seemed like he was such a stand-up nice guy, and rest in peace. That broke my heart when I saw that news. X-Ray Girl's a blur.
My camera's drunk. I mean, I haven't had a drop
drunk.
Of alcohol
it's passed out.
No, because I turned it off. Okay, what is happening? There we go. Okay. A little scared.
Focus on my hand. The hand.
Yeah.
Talk to yeah, I know. My camera was drunk for a moment there. All right. I don't know if this was part of the summer. What was it called?
Summer
Games Fest.
Yeah, but I saw this. Alien Isolation 2 is being released soon. The synopsis: when a survey team on a remote colony planet discovers a mysterious crashed vessel, one member makes it her priority to investigate. No one is prepared for the horror unwittingly unleashed on the settlement. Nowhere is safe. So begins a journey of survival, desperate journey to survive and escape as she is relentlessly hunted by the deadly creature. I mean, that's just like any alien thing. Okay, you're minding your business. You go upon some eggs and boom.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about Alien Isolation is the game died.
In this.
So
Wait,
when it no,
I'm so frozen, aren't I?
Well, you're gonna have to move more. If you sit in the same spot and say, "Am I frozen?" It's hard to tell.
Yeah, she's frozen.
So Alien Isolation absolutely bombed when it launched. It was only over time of people really no, this is an incredible game. Like there should have been more attention paid to this, and it deserves a sequel. So it's actually surprising they got a sequel. It is one of those. It's like Morbius coming back to the cinema, except you actually want it to. So Morbius bombed twice, whereas this one will be successful just because of the fans it's built up over time.
If this isn't well, people are gonna riot because this is such a loved game. I never finished it, but I know the entire story. I watched it like a movie because it was just so well done. I'll eventually play it. I tried playing it in VR and I made about like 40 seconds in and I was like, that's a nope. I took that off. I was like, I can't do this. This is terrifying.
I watched a 40-minute video of a guy sitting in a locker in VR, just refusing to come out. And he was like, I'm going to try it in VR. Never made it out of the locker. Scared to death. It was like, no, this is a mistake. I can't do this.
Yeah.
I actually saw Mike say he was never going to buy VR because they would make him play it. And he knows he could not handle a horror game in VR. And it's like, if you make him play Alien Isolation in VR, he might actually die.
I love watching Mike play horror games. He's like my favorite person to play horror games with, too. But let me get these supers and then we'll move on.
Well,
Maybe
I've actually got a video of Mike.
Oh,
in a place
the baby
that
one?
you may not expect. No. This is how I see Mike on a daily basis. Yeah. So it starts normally, you're gonna be like, I don't know what you mean, right? And then it cuts to a new angle, and you're like, ugh. That is the transformation of Mike's got his hair down and then suddenly full afro.
Full afro. That is Mike. Like he has his hair up and he takes it out and just.
Yeah, it's like Mike with a man bun compared to Mike with a full afro.
It took him like an hour to get to you at the meetup. He was just like, "Where's Disparu?" I'm like, "He's right there." And then like he kept getting stopped on his way to you, and then you were just like crowded. And I was like, I wonder if Mike.
I never saw that. I just saw him walk up the mountain. So I was like, Mike.
Yeah. All right, I'll get a couple supers, and then if you don't mind, like sharing that article on the YouTubers directors, but we'll get through the supers first. X-Ray's currently working with some internet difficulties. She'll be back. The Jabroni Big Time for 2. Thank you. Only pants we care about have a whale tail. I haven't played the game, so I don't get the reference, guys, for Code Veronica and the whale tail, but I will. I'm going to play it soon. Jacob Joseph, thank you for the 20. Why did the moles smell bad? Because of molasses.
Oh,
I like that one. You got a sickened giggle from Disparu with that one. Westward Smile for 2. Hello, beautiful X-Ray and Wicked. What about Disparu? Hi, Westward.
No, he's got his
He
taste.
said no.
I can respect it.
Mark of Reality gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Mark. How X-Ray says SJ. SJ here. There, I guess that's what we're calling. For 6.
SJ Dune?
SJ. Resident Evil is just a New York City simulator. Might appeal to the European simulator market. Also, Disparu, can we expect a Clarkson's Farm 5 review?
No, I'm not going to do a review of it, but considering I like all the other 4, it's probably going to... I highly doubt it's going to go down in quality, this one.
Ah, thanks, Azur. Okay, so the whale tail is lowrider jeans with a thong. Okay, makes sense. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Yeah.
And Westward for 5. Serious question. I'm trimming chicken wing. Can I cook the wing tips and give them to my dogs? You just don't want to give them bones because they could choke on them. Well, chicken wings, like the little bones could get stuck because they can't, like, you know, like when dogs have big bones and they're chewing on them, that's different. But like the little like wing bones break and it could really hurt your dog.
Yeah, and from what I know with dogs, it actually depends on the type of animal bone because some animal bones splinter and yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
There's other animal bones which they can eat.
Yeah, but those splinter. So no chicken bones in general, I would say, but definitely not wing bones. I had a friend that used to like their parents used to just toss like the chicken wing bones until I told them to stop it. I was like, and they had little dogs too. I'm like, you could kill your dogs with that because it could just split open in their throat.
Whenever I used to give the dog, when I had dogs, the bones, all they would do is suck the bone marrow out of the middle, and anything they did to the bone was only to get to the marrow. So I have no idea how that tastes, but it must be so much better than the actual bone itself.
Yeah. And Ian for 50 pounds, thank you. Guy Ritchie, we know you're watching. Drink with me, stop being gay.
Yes.
X-Ray's back.
Like, this is what Ian's gonna do. He's gonna pick a random celebrity, and he's just like, "No, you posse, you need to drink with me. I'm doing shots. You're not matching up."
John Wayne, thank you for the 10. Sadly, Amazon can do whatever they want because their main source of revenue comes online shopping and not streaming. That's true. They have more than enough money to burn for many decades to come. Rip Stargate. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about them, they hate that. They don't like that at all. This is why Rings of Power had so much money thrown at it. They were desperate for that to get awards so they could be taken like seriously in the industry. The people at Prime Video hate the fact that everyone just thinks they sell toilet paper, and so they have to pay. But they have to pay more for actors and directors because of that fee. Like they're not an entertainment company. All they want is to be taken seriously and have some awards. So the fact that everyone thinks of them as just, oh, you just sell products, really gets to them.
But also, that's what Hollywood does. We're just the part of the machine trying to be sold things, but yet they act like they're posh. That's the crazy part. You're not that special. Come on, get off your high horse.
I've long thought that TV requires far more talented people to make than movies. And so all of these movie actors thinking they're big because they make so much more money, like, nah. It takes way more effort to make a series like Stargate for 22 episodes a year over 10 years than it does to make have an idea for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
This is why the moment movies go to 2 hours, they're trash because they can't keep an idea going for 2 hours.
The turnaround back in the day was so quick too, so you had to be talented quick. I mean, it was stressful, but
Disparu, can you share the article or the tweet?
So I'm not sure whether this is the one you mean, but this one we're going to
share. Whatever one you have. I think
I've got like 3 others which are on the same kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the ones about obsession.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's next on my list. I might wait for that to go streaming because I don't think it's going to be in theaters by the time like I'm back home. This month is going to be insanely busy. Like by the time I get back home, and
I think it will because it has really great legs. Like in terms of like success, a movie has never done, I believe, what it's done. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I've read it's going to go down, but like 9% or something this week, and it's been going up by 30 and 20% the previous weeks. So even this week it's going to go down, but it's still going to be a higher week than its opening week, which is just insane.
You know, she was a streamer. I didn't know that. The lead actress in Obsession, she was a streamer, just like us. I don't know. I actually haven't seen any of her content, so I don't know what. Like it looked like I seen like pictures and it looked like basically like how we look, just regular backgrounds. I don't know what she streamed, or if she gamed, but I saw that and I was like, oh, interesting.
I can kind of understand it because there is a performance element to it. And so, yeah, this is one of the issues that Hollywood has is a lot of the people, and there's been loads of articles from like Hollywood Reporter and stuff. A lot of the people that would have gone into Hollywood are now just doing other things. And so there is genuinely like a talent drain. Or before, all of the best people used to long to get into Hollywood and would compete. And now it's like, no, I can do this on my own.
Make your own
and so
stuff.
not attracting the best
That's
people.
why because there's less red tape.
Yeah, and that's why I love this, that the top movies are, YouTube-originated directors. I'm glad Backrooms did really well. I seen it, and I do understand. I liked it, but I've seen all the lore videos, and I was into it. I to be honest, I didn't love the game, but I think that when you play that with a bunch of people, it's more fun.
It's more fun with people.
Yeah, I only played it in groups. Yeah,
I need to play it in groups. It was only 2 people playing, and it was like fine, but I feel like the vibe is better if you have a group. So I might give it another try.
It's because you hear them getting chased.
Yeah. I'll play it again. What?
A saucy backrooms.
Yeah, I would love that. Let's do it.
I mean, there's multiple games, so yeah, we'd have to pick specific one. But it is the fact that you hear other people react to the problems. Okay. So you're like, oh, I'm safe in this little room, and then you're getting chased by the monster.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll set it up. But I love this because this is more independent creators. I liked the movie, and I understand why. I know people that didn't know the lore still enjoyed it, but I do understand why if you know nothing about the Backrooms, you go on this and it was like weird. I don't understand it. I totally get that, but to me, it's like Kane did a great job making a movie from like his YouTube videos. I thought it was a really good job. I enjoyed it, and it added to the story a bit. Like there was parts that were not in any of like his YouTube videos. And one thing that I liked that he did was that he didn't fully explain what they are. Like it's like this phenomenon.
I hated that.
Nobody can understand, but that leaves it to where you could just like instead of because if you would have explained it, where people could fill in the blanks. I like that personally for this because if he would have explained it in a stupid way, people like somebody would have been mad either way. But this leaves it open. Maybe they'll make a Backrooms 2 and he'll wrap it all up and he'll move on to something else because he wants to work on a Portal movie, which that's interesting.
That's the thing. He's already moving on to something else. There is going to be no second one.
He might
I don't like the meme didn't have an explanation, so I'm not going to do it. I liked the Backrooms to the point where it definitely got the atmosphere. Because I only know it from the games, I don't know it from the videos. Okay. So I like that it mimicked the atmosphere. I just wish there was a movie. There was absolutely no plot to it at all. It was a lot of people walking around some backrooms.
So the one thing about it was like No, go ahead. Sorry.
There was a lot of stuff that I wish had been expanded upon. So when he brings more people in, I wanted to see it from their perspective. And instead it cuts. And I was like, I feel like I miss that. There's barely any plot in the story. And I feel like I'm already missing part of barely any of the plot that was there. I would have preferred when the second woman comes in that she'd walked around a bit more and maybe she'd pieced together what had happened in the time jump. So we'd actually seen things like what was her perspective when she was looking through all that kind of thing. And instead, I felt like they nailed the horror atmosphere without actually writing a plot. And I really wanted a plot in my movie.
Yeah, no, I understand. So what they did, which was very different, like in the movies, like in the clips that they have on YouTube, it's not like how he just walks through a wall. A lot of them, just like this one girl is like, it's like the wall thing, but it's like in the center of her garage. And she's got like a measuring tape and she's like showing like, look, she's recording it. But then it expands out of nowhere and she just falls through. And then she's stuck. Like there's no going back and forth. They added that to this. And like there was like another video where a guy found like these stairs that led to like this weird like underground mall that he could go back and forth. Like I'm not going to get too into that. So he added a lot of elements from those videos. I do think that eventually they probably will make a second one just because of how much money was made off of this.
It's been so successful.
Yeah, because it's been so successful. But you're right.
And they've already got the sets. So.
Oh yeah. So we'll see. I enjoyed it, but I do understand what you're saying with the plot. It was a little, but it was very much like what he does with the YouTube videos. I've only watched Kane's. I know other people have made him and everything, but I only needed to watch Kane's because he's the one that directed this. I do think for his directorial debut, this was good. So I'm interested to see what else he could do. Yeah.
It was literally just the plot. And it wasn't like I had problems with it. It's like I wanted more. which is probably a good complaint. It's
Yeah.
like, no, I wanted you to add things. So yeah, you introduced other people in it. So everyone knows from the games there are people in hazmat suits. They exist in the game. I just wanted more explanation. It's like you've added this thing which doesn't go anywhere, and I didn't feel satisfied when it ended. That was my main issue. Especially with the time, I think you could have compressed what you did. I really don't need all of the stuff of him being depressed and miserable with his life. I think you could have cut all that out and actually explain more stuff, or shown more things about more interesting people, or maybe even shown the back rooms from multiple angles and perspectives. When other people go in, you could have shown the same parallel timeline of what happened to these other people, because they just go and you never see them again.
Yeah.
And so yeah, with me, it's not that I didn't like the movie. I just wish it had emphasized some more stuff and had more of a storyline to it.
Yeah, maybe if we get a second one, they'll dive into it more. But that's definitely a good complaint, like that you liked it, you just wanted more. So I don't disagree with you. I think we'll get a second Backrooms, but who knows when? Because I think that he will work on Portal first, which I'm very interested in seeing that, because that's a great game. I'd like to see that.
A Portal movie could be great if they can get permission from Valve. Now Valve are willing to work, because they've worked with modders and stuff in the past. They've allowed people to make commercial products under their IP. So they are, if you can get it with any company, they're one of the ones that done. And I think given his success, they probably will trust him with the brand if they can.
Yeah, because if as long as they stay true to the game, I think that's the main thing. And smaller budget, because clearly that's what also made it such a success, is that it stayed pretty contained.
Well, you can definitely do that with Portal, though, because it's just all white walls that rearrange themselves into platforms and stuff. In that way, it's actually a lot like this. You can just have as long as you've got a warehouse, you can make a load of Portal levels really easily. It's just lasers and white walls in different perspectives.
And if anything, it's actually smaller than what Backrooms was, because from what I understand, they had a huge set where people got lost on.
It was like 30,000 square foot or something, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And I don't know. I do want to see Obsessions. You know, you're right. It probably will still be in theaters. I'll try to see it. I need at least like a week back to get my life in order. But then I'll go to the movies and see Obsession. I know, me and you have both been away, but your jet lag is
I really wanted to hang out with you this time, but we just didn't have the time.
That just means we have to make a whole separate plan to do something soon.
Yeah. But
we got all summer. We can figure something out.
The plot to this movie is so funny. It's like a guy wishes a girl. No, well, I just read the synopsis. A guy wishes a girl was obsessed with him, and then she becomes unhinged, basically becoming a clingy stage 5 clinger woman.
One of my favorite comments that I've seen is a load of people when they're like, this movie, I think Babylon B did it, was this movie was inspired after he met a woman. It was like, and there was another thing where I think he says one thing to her in a restaurant and she stands up and starts making a scene, and then someone just retweeted it with like, this is just every woman.
Oh, there's so many memes that were made on that, like when you ask her to pick something like somewhere to eat, she's like, no, she gets up and starts freaking out. Yeah, I've seen a few. I'm guessing I haven't seen the movie obviously, so I'm guessing maybe he tries to like break up with her or something, and then she like freaks out and he thinks like, if I take her to a public place I'll be safe, and she like loses her mind. Yeah. Rachel says she's just Latina.
Oh damn.
Oh
Latina
man, that's not a lie.
Okay,
it is a thing. Yeah, it's true.
But this is a topic which is now kicked off because the art director has complained that she only got paid $300 a day for her work. And now she's looking, and look, everyone on the set agreed. So apparently some people have volunteered, because this was a really low budget indie movie, $750,000 for the entire thing. That money goes through really fast when you start paying people $300, $400, $500 a day. You burn like no one's business. And every single person agreed. Some were volunteers, some were like art students. They were doing it to work on a set to find out how it was made. Everyone was happy at the time until it makes money. And the moment it makes money, they suddenly turn from leftist sort of communists into, no, I deserve a piece of that. I put absolutely no money up for the risk. Like, she put up $750,000, you put up none. You took all your upfront payment, you were happy with it, and now you want stuff on the back end, and that's what's happened with all of it.
Well,
And
is it all the actors and actresses, or
no? This is the art director specifically kicked off,
okay.
and you have people like this guy who is like, oh, you just don't understand. It's film and famine. $300 they might sound a lot to you, but you don't understand. She lives in LA. She lives in a really expensive place. You just can't understand. Actually, she deserves way more money. Is it a livable wage? Sure, but not for this. She could be a stripper instead. Okay. That's what you don't understand.
What frustrates me is when you're in this industry, this is supposed to be a contract. It's very possible the film can make money. It's also possible the film will flop. So you have to negotiate your contract. If you're an idiot and don't negotiate for more, that's your fault.
Well, they said this, right? So, art director, man, what a choice. 1 year's total experience. The only credit you've ever done is a short film. You sign on to a low-budget indie movie, agree the rate of the movie explodes. You're suddenly the art director for the most talked about movie of the year. Let me give you a piece of advice. Embrace it. Use the credit. Actually use that to increase your career.
Yes.
Now you've got exposure. You've got proof of your capability.
Yes.
You can get other jobs which actually are paid well. Do not cut every connection you have in filmmaking. Put out tweets about how you wish you'd shut down their production. Complain about the rate you agreed to, which isn't like $100 or just, because a lot of people were students that work for nothing. Do you know how many indies that an actor has done for $240 a day? And you complained about it. She burned every single contact. She is now deemed to be difficult. And I've seen other people when they're like, when I was watching this movie, I was just hoping that no one blew up their career over the amount they got paid for it. Like, you have been given a golden ticket. This is literally, you weren't just paid an exposure, you were paid. $300 a day is not bad by anyone's judgment. And yet now you're like, no, but I want this. She has burnt her entire future career just because the greed of seeing somebody else succeed, and rather than being aspirational or going, no, I want that in the future.
That is so Gen Z to be like that.
I want to drag them down. I deserve that.
Yeah. Oh, well, guess what? You can also go into the influencer market if you really wanted to and use that to your gain. Like, a lot of people, like the reality stars, they don't get paid a lot to be on those shows. It's what you get paid after that's more important.
I remember, like, do you remember this? Like, I heard about this way after, but the Jersey Shore people, they all kind of band together and knew that they made the show. Like, I mean, especially for that time, like, I know a lot of people think they're all like sloppy and stuff, but you couldn't make, like, you kind of needed them, right? Like, they made the show. So if they would have tried to start from scratch and got a whole nother crew, it wouldn't have been as popular. And they knew that. So they used that to their advantage. Because they didn't make like anything. I forgot what the price was, but I mean, like, they had the house paid for. They worked at the t-shirt store, I guess. They actually got paid for it. But they weren't making a lot of money that first season. And then when they seen how much it blew up, they went and they were like, listen, we're all going to walk if you don't give us more. Yeah.
Yeah. And look where they are now. They literally do a reality show every year, and they are in mansions. Like, Family Vacation does really well.
Does it?
Imagine,
I can see that.
Imagine being the art director, walking into a business and like, okay, walking into the next job and like, okay, why should I hire you as the art director? Well, the last film I was in on made over 1,000 times its budget, or whatever the percentage was. No, because 100 would be doubling it. 1,000 would be 10 times.
Yeah,
and I think
it was over. It would be like 10,000 times the budget. It's over that.
I have proven to use a small budget. Very small, very, very, very small, and still produce stuff that will make you money.
Yeah.
What company wouldn't want to hear that?
It was the most, by ROI terms, it was the most profitable movie of nearly all time. It's in like the top 3 or 5.
That's insane.
Because this has happened with Robert Downey Jr. when he went from Iron Man to Sherlock Holmes, and they said, what makes you think you'd make a good Sherlock Holmes? And he said, all I did is I just slided over the box office numbers of Iron Man, and I got the job. It's like, you can leverage your last one into your new one. You know, but if you come across as difficult, like you are literally going to announce to the world, because you post it on Instagram publicly. I put it in the chat, but I didn't pull up the...
Katherine Heigl, difficult to work with, overinflated ego. Guess what? She doesn't get work.
Okay, so this is what she posted on Instagram. Kind of wild. Oh, so it was in his tweet. So he posted it, and it was like, I've debated this for a long time, holding a lot of weight over the last 2 years since the production of Obsession. So I'm going to say this. It was made for $750K. It's made $250 million projected overall. I made $300 a day. This came out after taxes to who does their job? Who does their wages after taxes? Because you get paid before taxes. The government. You can blame the government for anything after taxes, not the people you got paid.
Wait,
no mileage.
So is that the total he got paid for the movie? Okay.
Yeah. So probably would have been like, yeah. So 300 is pre-tax. That's after tax.
I will.
It was a 30-day shoot.
I will defend this a little bit because a lot of people are hired as contract workers, so then they have to save the money to pay their taxes after, like at the end of the year. So
yeah, but this was after taxes.
Yeah.
It says after taxes. So after what I mean is you shouldn't put that number in because the government are responsible for you not having that amount of money. You got paid this amount of money from the original company. The company is not responsible for the taxes that you pay. But it did say, I did know the rate beforehand and agreed to it. So it's your fault.
You're an idiot.
But I was living paycheck to paycheck. So actually, this person gave you a well-paid job at a time when you needed it to help your bills, but now you want more, despite the fact you agreed to a different thing. This is the reality of most filmmakers. We've got a line budget to keep as low as possible. The same for any company.
Oh my God. There's a lot of text.
There were also volunteers who were getting paid in gas and mileage. Obviously, students, that kind of thing, you would expect to be doing that for experience. I kick myself every day for not flipping this production, as was encouraged not to, and I naively listened. Now, I've tried to find out what this means.
Like
as far as I'm aware, it means like
F
just
you?
destroying the production. Yeah, like walking off or something, just blowing it up, which is weird. As is the case for most low-budget productions, everyone wears many, many hats. I had to do a lot of work on a job. Anyone that's worked for a small company knows you do multiple job roles. That's standard. Had to rep Bear's house, shopping at Thai location. Took a physical toll on my body that I kept losing weight. Well, that's your job for not eating properly. I say this to all have peace. I know it's bigger than obsession. I know it's blah, 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 blah. I'm willing to be wrong because I missed information. If you accrue an obsession, feel it. Basically, I just think I deserve more money. It is.
They're finding people to relate to this person. And I'm guessing at this point, most people are like, you're an idiot.
Yes. This is just, I'm a victim, I want more money. And it's like, you agreed to it. So you said you needed the money. They helped you out of a sore spot. You weren't in work. They gave you work. $300 a day is a perfectly fine job. There is nothing wrong with $300 a day.
$300 a day is great. But also you live in LA, so you're dumb.
Well, yes.
That sounds like a you issue.
And like, if you want to get paid in exposure, this is the best exposure ever. You could walk into any other job with this. It's like, stop complaining about it. But it is all a case of they're like, why don't I earn on the back end? Because you had no risk on the front end. If you wanted to do it, put money in up front. Risk losing all of your money because you were willing to get paid up front, so you had no risk. They spent $750,000 of their own money, and that means they get all the upside. This is literally, you can't employ people that don't understand risk and reward, and they want all of the reward and none of the risk. It's not how life goes.
That was so stupid of her to even say anything, though, because now other companies are going to see that and be like, yeah, maybe we won't hire her because she complains on social media. Yeah.
Imagine hiring her for like a Marvel movie, and now she's coming out and just utterly annihilating you on her own Instagram. You can't have that.
No.
PR is an important thing for things like that. How it looks.
Do you
That's
remember
bad
Rachel
because when
Zegler?
Yes.
I remember.
I remember.
This girl should have taken this and been like, I worked on Obsessions, just like how he was talking about Robert Downey Jr. and just been like, bam, like that's gonna get you more work. But instead she goes and cries on social media like, well, I signed this contract and they made more money and now I'm mad that I didn't make more money. Companies are gonna look at that and be like, well,
Yeah.
you're off the hire list. I don't care how good you are. You're gonna cry on social media about your pay. Bye.
This type of behavior is so like early 2020.
Yeah.
And victim mentality and just it sounds me that you see people who are humble and demonstrate it and how that has worked really well with marketing your movie, being an employee and all that, and yet there's still people that do this type of like behavior.
It's because they're in California. This is one thing that Hollywood has done this themselves. You are in California. You have created a leftist mindset, a commie mindset, and now they all think that profit is evil. And so when you make a movie and
Unless
someone
it's
is
for
successful, Well, yeah, but there's the whole point, profit, right? So they don't consider their wages. They're just laborers, getting crushed by the corporation. But they consider you, your boss, who put in all of the risk, all of the work, created all the ideas, took on all of the burden. That they think that they deserve all of your stuff, so that you come out with the same amount of money they did. So they want you to risk 750 grand, where they risk nothing. They get the same amount of money anyway, and then if you're successful, they take all of it. They don't understand. But this is what happens if Hollywood had come out with just like based right wingers who loved profit and capitalism, they wouldn't have been doing this, because they would have been happy for the person being successful. They would have been business minded and known that they could use it in the future. This is a problem Hollywood's created itself. Of all the ideologies to push as a profitable, as a luxury business, this was not the one. You do not choose this one. You make your workers hate. This is why everything in Hollywood is being crushed by unions. They encourage unions. All of the people that they are the people like unions.
I don't think unions should exist in Hollywood personally, because it is contract work. I get why unions exist for like very dangerous jobs.
Yeah.
Coal mining, stuff like that, I understand. But
in Hollywood, maybe just like stunt people, maybe, if anything, right? Because some of their stuff is dangerous. They get set on fire and stuff. But I don't know about just like, you know what I mean? That's the only one I could think of, like a hazardous, right? Because I remember like with the Power Rangers,
like the
hearing their
carpenters,
stories.
maybe I can get like.
Not carpenters.
Like,
in carpentry, if you cut your own finger off, it's your fault.
What is set building and all that sort of?
Oh, like the set builders. I call them set builders. I'm sure it has a
well,
legit
again,
name.
I think safety for them is on their own thing. Like
they're like construction essentially, but like on a smaller scale.
Yeah, that's like I think all that kind of stuff is different. But so Twitter has been going off about this. Film Twitter has been going off about the payment and stuff. And what they seemed, because they're all leftist, they all seem to come to the idea that essentially independent films shouldn't be made. That was legitimately the thing. Because they were all going, actually, there's no need for a movie to make seven. Their idea was there is no need for anyone to have 750 grand of budget because studios have more money. And so she shouldn't have made
money, but they're not making good movies.
Exactly. So they're like, she shouldn't have had 750 grand. She should have spent the backrooms money of about 10 million and made the same movie. So they want to spend over 10 times the amount just so you can pay all of the workers more, which is insane.
That to me is like crazy that people are like, spend more money to make the same money. Like, are you crazy?
That is legitimately film Twitter.
Like that is so stupid. And this is why we have people who literally go out to eat every day and are like, why am I poor? Because you spend $10 to $20 on a meal, every meal. And then you have your insane rent living in LA. Oh, I need my avocado toast and my latte from Starbucks because.
Stop it! You sounded way too LA. I gotta kick you out of the stream. Okay.
No, that actually wasn't LA enough. That I would have to do.
Gotta have more Valley girl. Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm gonna go get my avocado toast right now. So
honestly,
yummy.
more Sydney Sweeney. Like they're just gins. That's
it is a bit of 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. So one of the reasons why people stopped caring about how much they spent on food and stuff is because they realized they were never going to own a house. If you're in the UK now as a young guy, you're just not going to own a house. The amount of multiple of the average wage to a house is just out of your range. So they started spending on other things because they knew they couldn't, it was physically impossible enough for them to save up. So I am sympathetic in that regard, that there is no amount of cutbacks they could do in order to get on the housing ladder. And it keeps growing, it keeps increasing. So it's never going to get any better. But at the same time, you do have to live in like the real world of what it is, and it is still good that you keep a business keeps budgets down, and if you agree to a wage, you agree to a wage. Yep. You can't then turn around months later and be like, well, you made a lot of money on this product. It's like you worked on a day rate. What do you expect? Could that art director could have gone, don't pay me up front. If the movie's successful, I want 5%.
Yeah,
she could have done
exactly.
That.
How many actors or actresses do something like that where they get paid, like, I guess, I don't know what the word is, but like dividends essentially for like the Friends actors and actresses? They get paid for people watching that stuff, for buying all that stuff, and they've been raking in the money. I don't know if it was them who made the contract, but if they negotiated that contract, that was very smart of them.
So
the French
Arnold
people? Yeah.
Schwarzenegger, is it Twins? The thing, the movie he
With
made
Danny
with the
DeVito?
little tiny guy. Yeah.
The little guy.
Tiny guy.
I don't know whether it's true now, but at the time he did the interview, that was his most profitable movie of all time. And he said it's because every single other person thought this movie was going to flop, except me and Danny DeVito. And so we went, don't pay us up front, pay us nothing. We just want the back end. And that movie took off, and that's how he made more money doing on that than anything else. Well, it's a case of anything. So even comedians do this. When they go to a club, they can take a guaranteed payment or they can take a cut of the door. And if you are big enough and if you think you can fill the place out, take the door. But you have to take the risk early on that you might flop and get nothing to get the back end. And this is basic business. But
I always
Hollywood doesn't like basic business.
Never mind.
Always like taking the risk for the back door.
Always, guys. My bad.
You never know if it's going to be a good one this time, but you always live in hope.
That's why I have the what did you call it? B-day.
A B-day. I thought chat was like, yeah, it is B-day. Like when you have wait, that was you actually, right? Taco Bell, right? Or did the chat say that? I don't even remember. I don't know.
Explains the blow dry.
I'm trying to reacclimate my diet to the American diet, okay? I do. Okay. When it comes to like this sort of stuff, try to think like what is the most profitable. I would say Gen Z millennials think about what is profitable now and not long term. And this is why we have problems of like contract negotiation. People like, oh my gosh, I'm going to drink a coffee every day, 5 days a week. How much does that end up costing? When I could just make coffee at home. And that's why TikTokers are like, oh my God, you can have a coffee bar and like make coffee for like 30 cents. Like they're thinking they reinvented coffee and making it a popular thing.
You find every generation does that. They rediscover something obvious and then think they've just invented it. But I can understand it that, okay, so you could save, $5 a day on coffee. But if that $5 a day that you're saving is actually going to get you something that you want, you're kind of like, why would I? And so, if that could be the difference between you getting a house or not, that's a sacrifice worth making. Yeah. But if it's just going to sit there in an account and then it's going to get inflated into half within a year, you're like, well, what's the point?
Put your money investments.
Yeah.
Or a good savings account.
That's probably the better option. Yeah, you can take off the coffee and you can put it into investments, which will at least fight inflation. But if you
I think because I've been watching a lot of finance videos, and this might get a little boring, but then as much as food was good when I was younger in my 20s, I wish I saved it because watching the account grow is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I feel so old saying that.
Well, no, because what you've basically described is a video game. Lots of video games are just watching numbers go up. There is something inherently rewarding, like from a biological level, of just watching numbers go up. It's why MMOs exist.
It's basically like Stardew Valley.
Yeah, well, Stardew Valley, extraction shooters, MMOs, they're all based around hoarding things, going out, gathering, hoarding, and watching numbers increase. That's all it is. It's all we're designed to do. Just gather resources and hoard them.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
But yet we can't do that in real life. A majority, I mean.
Supers.
Okay, let's do that. I'll highlight.
Okay, thank you. Duppy, thanks for being a member for 28 months. I want an indie Saucy movie for sure.
What would we even do? Argue like we do online?
So have Disrude try new foods and it would be a horror movie?
It would just be someone following us around on like a pub tour. And then we would just see what happens.
Yeah.
We'd like get lost. Yeah, we get drunk in Las Vegas and we all have our passports. And then it goes from there.
We'd basically be the Hangover.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be
but
saucy
the thing
version,
is, it could go to any country on earth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Great.
Can you imagine? You know how like back in the day, you could like spin the globe, and then go
boom. Yeah, This is where we're going.
Hell yeah.
That would be way too risky in modern
Very
day.
risky
It's
right
like,
now.
No,
yeah.
we end up in
No
the middle of
to
a war
Africa.
zone.
No to Asia in the middle aspect. East is fine.
Yeah.
No war zones. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool with everything else.
We'll just respin if we hit any of those.
You just mean Europe, America, or like Korea and Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thailand.
Thank you for the 5, Andrew. I want a Saucy Saturdays comedy movie where you 3 cause chaos at Universal Studios in Florida. Wow, that could be fun.
Then we might end up arrested.
Yeah, I would like to not get kicked out, but maybe mild shenanigans where we don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing a Universal England. It's going to be done in unfortunately only in 2031 apparently.
Do you know what city it's going to be in?
It's going to be
like London.
It's going to be out from London. So they're spending like 1.3 billion dollars or something to connect it to London.
Wow.
Just the infrastructure. But it does mean that if you came here and got kicked out of there, at least it wouldn't affect you.
That's true.
Gary, thank you for the 10. I've already seen articles complaining about movies made by hetero men are doing well. They would have added white, but unfortunately for them, Markiplier's mom is from North Korea. Oh yeah, so they can't. Yeah, you ever see this? You should watch the videos. The Mamaplier playing Five Nights at Freddy's is so adorable. Yeah, she's very insane. Korean. Very much.
You know what? I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
She survived. There's some crazy stories I've heard from North Koreans.
Yeah.
I love how they say hetero men though, which is like 98.5% of all men. It's a category so large, it's not even worth defining at that point.
It's true. Dan Vicious, thank you for the 2. Can't be a bad negotiator, then be mad at the creator. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So.
And then complaining about it on social media, that's just going to ensure that you don't get more work, dummy.
Could you imagine going for a job and working there for like 3 years and then going to them and going, I don't think you paid me enough money for that. I'm like, what? Not a conversation you would even suggest, yeah.
And then you quit and go cry about it on social media and then you're unemployed. Good job.
You know what? Maybe this person should have worked for Taylor Swift. Everyone got a bonus on her tour, but I'm sure they went above and beyond.
Oh,
Look,
I'm sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if these people did get a bonus or something. But you are less likely to get a bonus
now with
this.
Yeah.
You soured it. At a minimum, at least wait until the movie's exited cinemas and she's got the money herself.
Yeah, because realistically, like, how much is that movie gonna make? Like $250, and then after it's done, like another 50 million more just on online sales and physical media.
Yeah, and people have broken down the graph and everything, like all the charts of all the different fees coming out. So you do find out she's not going to get as much as it is, but it's still massive amounts compared to what she put in. So it's always the ROI percent.
Yeah.
Yes. Mad Cabal, thank you for the 2. This guy is acting like he worked at an oil rig. Are we talking about the art director, which was I think so? And she's a female.
Art director. She's pointed a camera at some things. Yeah.
Yeah. She deserves so much more now. Westward, thank you for the 2. Wicked, are we Operation Mom Escape from New York? Yes, I'll be home next week. Still got a few days before I head back. But yes, we're saving her. Yeah, I'm excited.
She's walking here.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to bring that to Florida. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. We'll get answers when Guy drinks with me. Do it, you vagina. And Chris Nolan, what are you doing, Chris?
Like how you said vagina.
Yeah, if anything, that seems worse somehow. Yeah.
I made it worse. There you go. Psychotic Monk. Oh, sorry, you didn't even click. I'm just looking over here. Sorry. Thank you for the 5 pounds. Weirdly, the Universal UK is going to be in Bedford, which is a town I grew up in.
Oh. I'll have to go back for a visit then.
That's cool. And Michael Steele, thank you for the Canadian 5. The guys who made the movie only made 15 mil. They sold it to Focus Features.
Wait, is this the Michael that I met, Michael? Who's wears a lot of Blue Jay merch?
I'm guessing, given the icon.
Hi, if you are. Anyways, what were we talking about? I totally. No, I live in Alberta. Okay. Cool. Alberta's cold. We should do a cross-country trip, Wicked. I think it'd be so fun.
That would be fun. It would be. We'll do it. We'll talk about it and figure it out. We've got we've got time.
We have a ton of time.
Yes.
But
so what do you have going on? I know you're back home and you've already gotten back into the swing of streaming. Are you just back doing everything or taking a break?
Yes and no. So tomorrow I have Forbidden Frontier, which is going to be at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. We have Ryan Kinnell on to talk about the Japan trip and some of the things that we've seen. So that'll be really fun. I'm just trying to think. I'm going to be back to streaming. I want to play. I think I want to finish Silent Hill 2. But there's just so many games. There's not enough time.
Yeah.
Also, my dad's coming over, coming to visit for a couple weeks, so that'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So busy.
Is it weird that when you say that, I don't know whether you mean your actual dad or Alan Ing? It's like, you call them both your dads. So I'm like,
no, my actual dad. And then so I was taking pictures, and the one guide, Michi, he's like, he has so many mannerisms that are like similar to my dad, and he kind of looks quite similar to him too. But I took a picture with him. He looks like my dad more than Alan, for sure.
He does. He looks so happy in the picture too.
Yeah. Aww. He's just so sweet. He walks around with his hands behind his back like my dad does, and he's very quiet, but then when he says words, it's like with, it sounds like there's meaning and like that deep voice, and wonderful time. Anyways, what are you doing?
You need to get him to say wax on, wax off. The Odyssey, there's an Odyssey video. Maybe Scary Movie 6. I don't know, because I hated that movie, and I kind of want to go through the reviews that also hated it, just for moral support, and it's a coping mechanism for what I had to sit through for 2 hours. It got to a point where the only thing I liked about that movie was the John Wick part. And only when it was actually being John Wick. The moment it went into their version of comedy, I despised it. So yeah, those next. I don't know what's coming afterwards, but with Supergirl on the horizon and everything else, I don't know where you've seen the latest clip from Supergirl. But all that scene where all those people pull the lasers on her and she's like, this is going to hurt for you. It turns out she started that. So these are just innocent people in a bar that she starts randomly attacking. And they're defending themselves in that scene.
It was all men, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like a biker bar, I'm assuming. It's like a space biker bar. But it really gives the kind of Brie Larson, why don't you smile, love? And then she just utterly breaks his arm and everything that got cut from the movie. It gives those kind of things, because the entire scene is... she asked to arm wrestle them for information, and one guy sits down like, you're just a girl. And then she breaks his arm deliberately, and everyone defends themselves. So, if that's what you want to release as the marketing for your movie, I can't wait for that.
Wow. Well, as for me, I'll be traveling next week. I'll get back to streaming, but it's probably not going to be until like Wednesday. So you'll see me on Vera and Virtue on Vera's channel, and then Thursday and so forth. I'll get back to my regularly gaming streams. I'm not sure what I'm going to start with, but we're gonna have fun. I miss gaming and I miss streams, so I'll get back to it slowly. I gotta help my mom settle. So June's gonna be a busy month, but I'll be back. So and we have Kicks on Kick.
Yeah, Winter Soldier sent a hype for 10 kicks.
Hype for 10 kicks. Thank you, Winter Soldier. All right. It looks like Jay's gaming, so we're gonna send you guys over there. Go say hi, and we will see you next week. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Bye.
Am I ending the stream or are you ending?
I got it.
I'll say it.
Bye.